Doing a throw for the end zone. Touchdown. Parker. Picked off by Xavier Howard. Tagovailoa trying to make up for it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown. That's hard work.
What's good, Finn Nation? What's good? I know. Y'all woke up today knowing that there's 2 days worth of football and we ain't getting to play. And we finished 10-6 with a 7th added seed, and it's just such sorrow that the Miami Dolphins did not get to play this weekend. It's absolutely terrible. It's heartbreaking to watch Tom Brady. And, I appreciate what they're doing in Washington. I really do. That defensive line is absolutely fantastic. Never going to take anything away from what they've done. But the fact of the matter is the team is 7-9. Okay? All right? They're 7-9. Like Alex Smith helped them get because of the way that defense. It's just unbelievable that. Sucks. It sucks, guys. It sucks. I want to shout out everyone that's already taken time to come in already on your Saturday night, man. If you're watching playoff football like we have been, throw it in the background, put your headphones on, listen to me, whatever you want to do, man. Shout out to everyone that's here: Drizzy, Jeff Fremont, Marino's Goat Conflict, Rhino Sith, KA All Day, Vickin, Todd, Christopher Green, Omar Brown, Jason Greaves, Joe LaSalle, Drew Boo, Tommy Brinkley, Kieran, Aaron Ray, Michael Pulisic, Adrian, what's good, homie? Shade Rahoon, how are you doing, man? Luke, Cap for Life, how you doing, buddy? Old Man, 803. Old Man, what are you doing up at 821, dude? Ronnie, how you doing, homie? Jeff Osman. I appreciate all of you, man, for showing out. Choo Chabuga. Jazza 803. Shout out to everyone on the Gold Coast, New Zealand. Tilly, you're probably sleeping right now. How are you doing? Shout out. Look at this. That's hilarious. Esteban, how you doing, man? Ken Sean, Renard Powerhouse, how you doing, homie? Douglas Anderson, Armando. You're wilding out, this man. Look at this guy. You go live, bro. That's hilarious. He changed the capital. Yo, y'all are wilding out in the comments right now. Foreign butter. Here's the question. Is foreign butter better than domestic butter? Justin. Reason. Let's put it out here. Reason. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Reason, after watching the Colts game, we need a brick wall O-line. What have I been telling y'all? What have I been saying? This is exactly what I've been saying since day one. Give me a better O-line than the Raiders and the Colts right now. Miami Kid J, how you doing, man? Randy Wizardly, love the name, man. How you doing? That's just Randy Wizardly. That just, I don't know, man. That sounds like Randy Marsh's online name. I love it, though, brother. And Foreign Butter has confirmed that, yes, foreign butter is better than domestic butter. Breaking news. So, guys, Tampa Bay just put 3 up on the board against Washington. Okay, so I'm going to open it up to all you guys in about 15, 20 minutes, and we'll get rolling. But I wanted to go over First things first. This is like a mini season recap. Okay, because next week, if everything goes well and as planned, I'm thinking Wednesday or Thursday, hopefully Wednesday. Reason, Mr. Ballgame, Dante Colonelli, Paul from on the Finn side, Kevin Dern, and the homie Dougley Do Wrong will be coming live for a we'll be coming for an end of the season roundtable, the 6 of us, and we'll be talking about the season, how it ended, our thoughts heading into the off season, et cetera, et cetera. Because basically, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to do these for every free agency. When free agency goes down, I'll have a round table. When after the draft happens, round table. Training camp, as you guys already saw, round table. Season preview, round table. Next year, I'm going to add a mid-season round table, and then I'll do an end of the season, and then hopefully we'll be doing a playoff round table. Please. All right. So that'll be the show next week. Working on that. Also next week. All right. I'm thinking probably Friday or Saturday. We are going to be doing reasons. Top 5 free agent targets plus 5 honorable mentions. So basically my fancy way of saying a top 10 list. So we'll do that this week as well. That'll be coming to you. And we're gonna do a little bit different. I'm gonna add in some clips of the players and stuff. What if you guys saw what the top 25 look like? It's gonna be similar, right? It's gonna look similar. That's gonna be my format for my big boards, and that's gonna be my format for this top 5, top 10 list, right? So we'll do that on Friday, Saturday. And then it's Monday night, guys. Y'all already know what time it is Monday night. It's gonna be open to you guys, and we're gonna be watching the national championship. You already know what it is. Clemson, Ohio. Clemson. Wow. Nah, T-Law's watching from home. I just got used to saying that over the past couple of years. Alabama, Ohio State. It's going to be beautiful. The homie Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle returning. So some players, Landon Dickerson, the center I've been telling y'all about for the last couple of months. He'll be playing as well. So on the Ohio State side, we can watch future New York Jets quarterback Justin Fields. Okay. And you might be saying, hold on a second. This is a great segue right now. You might be saying, but Reason, aren't they going to take Penei Sewell? Reason might have been right. Now, what's been my theory the whole time? Darnold isn't Joe Douglas's guy, right? Bam, he's not. Okay. By the way, I want to say this too. Okay. If Tua didn't get hurt last year, Tua would have had 3 straight national championship appearances. All right. Everyone wants to give T-Law a pass for buckling this year, but all right, let's keep it rolling. Perfect segue, as I was mentioning. What's been my thing with Sam Darnold all year, guy? Well, this offseason especially, right? That Adam Gase was gonna get fired. That happened, which I think we all knew was gonna happen. But I said that Douglas is gonna bring his own coach and he's gonna want his own guy, and Douglas is gonna want his own guy. Did I not say that? Yes, Reason said that, right? Reason said they're gonna take a quarterback. All right. Reason's been consistent about that. Some people have said, oh, they might take Penei Sewell. And I'm like, you know what? That makes sense. But I don't think they will because, my whole thing has been when a new guy comes in, what does he want? Does he want to waste his time investing in fixing the mistakes Adam Gase instilled in this kid, or the mistakes Adam Gase didn't take out of this kid from USC due to bad coaching? Or do you want to get a new, fresh, untainted mind that you can mold and shape in your vision of what a quarterback should be in your system, in your culture, on your team? Makes a lot more sense to do the young kid, right? Anyways, there isn't a guy by the name of Incarcerated Bob. Now, y'all know I appreciate Benjamin Albright to the fullest. I think he's legit. Incarcerated Bob has got into with Benjamin Albright before because Incarcerated Bob has been right about a few things with New York sports, okay? He is a Giants, Jets, Knicks, Nets. Guys, I'm setting up for something, just so you know I'm going somewhere. Mets, Yankees, Rangers, Islanders. Everything New York, major sports, he's locked in on, okay? Here we go. For all of you who are on Team Reason, and I've been plugging Penei Sewell we're going to be out on about a year almost now. I've been plugging this kid. If you go back to my time on the other platform, okay, here is some news for you guys that I think you should all find very, 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 very interesting, okay? We're in regards to our draft. Updated NFL rumor. Joe Douglas will shop Sam Darnold this offseason, regardless of what he does with his first-round picks. Joe Douglas was not impressed with Sam's ability to throw the ball deep and make certain reads after second-half defensive adjustments. Fluid situation. I'm just saying, guys. And Adrian, Benjamin's damn good at his job, and so is incarcerated. And they're actually on good terms now, but every time they've gone at each other in terms of a rumor, incarcerated has always been right for the most part. So he's legit. When incarcerated Bob, when it comes to New York media, he is legit. All right? Here is an update, guys. This smells. Justin Fields doesn't need to win. If he just looks good after beating Clemson, they will make him the pick, like I've been saying all along. I don't think Zach Wilson will move up that high just because of what happened against Carolina Coastal. I don't think. I think he's the one people will wait to fall out. And then, he'll still go in the top 10. I don't think Lance will go in the top 10. So this is something to keep an eye on, guys. This is and again, go back to what me and Rhino did for you guys when we went over when we went over the media availability. What did Flores say in regards to the offensive line at the end? He basically told you guys, without saying it, via free agency or the draft, we're going to be upgrading because it's not where it needs to be. And they literally said, we're not happy where it is right now. I'm telling you, if Penei Sewell is there, all you trade back dreamers, they're making that move. And, I mean, I was showing Rhino some Rashawn Slater. Guys, Rashawn Slater is my second offensive tackle, right? And then I like Darisaw, right? And then we'll get it. I'll do my top 5 for you guys eventually. I'll talk about that when I do my big boards. All right. But, I like Cosme, but he's not as good as those 3. Y'all know I probably have Lucas probably as my number 4 right now. I love that kid a little bit too much probably, but I love that kid. I think he's better than Cosme, and he's such a need at right tackle. But anyways, if you, I'm telling you guys, all you people that want to trade back, if Penei's there, it's such a drop off. You're going from transcendent to really good. It's one thing going from possible. Yeah, out of the gate, Penei could be a Hall of Famer potentially with the right culture, right growth and development. Right? Not many players you say about that in probably their initial evaluation. You would wait a couple years in. What you're saying is the potential is there. Now, everyone has the potential to be a Hall of Famer. Don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is, if you put a gun to my head and said, name a guy who's probably going to get a gold jacket, I'm not even going to wait. That's going to be the first name that pops out of my head. So, I mean, y'all saw how good we were when we had Richmond Webb. And this, I gotta okay. I gotta address this. Okay, all right. Let's address this too, because I'm hearing some complete and utter nonsense right now. First of all, I don't want to hear no Penei Sewell to left tackle talk. All right. I don't know how many times I gotta say this for people, and all these people trying to spin that narrative. I hope you're watching right now. All right. Why would you kick him? Why would you keep him at left tackle when A, you already drafted Austin Jackson for that position, and B, he's going to be in his second year of development in that position? I heard someone say move Jackson to guard. What are you talking about? Kinley's the left guard. Did no one watch Kinley in Georgia? Why do you think Andrew Thomas picked where he got? Why do you when Flowers rode the pine and that boy Kinley came out there? So let's dead that. You're not kicking Jackson to tackle. To guard. I've heard this kick him to guard. No. Why would you kick him to guard, man? He's got way better feet. All right. And he's way more athletic than Robert Hunt. Robert Hunt's the guard move. That's what I understand. People telling on themselves right now with offensive line, with how they're judging this offensive line. That is not happening. All right. Okay. Secondly, Penei Sewell, why would you not have the blind side dominated? Why are you going to take a transcendent tackle and say, okay, you know what? Just worry about the oncoming traffic that Tua can see for the majority anyways. Unless his initial read is over his right shoulder. That makes no sense whatsoever. None. And he's the easiest to convert. The guy's better feet and is more athletic than Robert Hunt. Who do you think is going to be a better right tackle in the end right now? And he won't take long. The guy's so athletic. I don't know, like these people talking about that, man. Jazz donates $5. He says Jackson, Kinley, Dieter, Hunt, Sewell. You might be onto something, Jazz, and I appreciate the donation. And this is why. And I appreciate you, my friend, for creating yet another segue for the homie reason, because you did it without even knowing it, my friend. And I love you for it. Guys, you can go see this on Michael Dieter's Instagram. All right? Look at this, guys. Is Michael Dieter the future center? Should we be taking the Creed Humphreys, the Landon Dickersons, and the Trey Hills and the Josh Myers off our radar? Well, maybe not Trey Hill because you can get him deeper. You get where I'm going with this. Read the caption, guys. What does that mean? That's a quote. 180, right? I mean, and who commented right here, guys? Who said Set Hut? Reed Sinnott. Y'all know who Reed Sinnott is. I'm just saying. Is Dieter the move? Is Dieter the move? We saw him. He came in at guard. And he had that really, really tough first rep. But then he was just dominant after that. Just moving guys on their heels. Right? The run game. He was killing it in the run game. Is that the move, boys and girls? Because we know Wisconsin develops those trenches very well. I'm just saying. And Marino's GOAT wants Alec Lidstrom. I'm just saying. I think it's Dieter, guys. So, I mean, food for thought. I mean, they might be putting the hit out there for you right now. Like, definitely an improvement over Ted Karras. Good God. So, I mean, interesting. Something to watch. Something to keep your eye on, guys, for sure. Just be aware of it. I know we've been talking about it over here since the offseason about giving Dieter a look. So, I mean, it is food for thought, guys, right? So, just something to keep in mind. All right. So, let's go over a few things. Number one, let's go over the all-pros that were announced. I'm going to give you guys the full list. Let me just get it set up here. So there is the full list on offense. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers, Derrick Henry, Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs. You know, and I got to say this for a sec. Y'all are watching the Bills and Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen. Go back to the preseason roundtable. Some of y'all were in the comments saying, Reason needs to get a Bills jersey. Reason needs to move to Buffalo. Reason's a Buffalo fan. Why? Because I said the Stephon Diggs trade was going to help Allen's development this year because of what? The catch radius and how he's a natural separator. What happened? Who was right? Just saying. I told all y'all they were a legit playoff team. Who was right? I'm just saying. So I had all these people coming out here wanting to say all this nonsense about me. Well, I want to see y'all eat some of that crow right now. Because you know what? Like a man, before that injury, I came out here and I ate crow on Austin Jackson. But you know what I've done since he came back from injury? I threw that crow up right back into your guys' face. And there's nothing but my draft evaluation all over the crow. saying, oh, he is who I said he was. Anyways, I digress. Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, the tight end. Obviously, I mean, Gesicki ain't making that. David, I mean, let's be honest. I saw someone saying today, oh, Gesicki balled out. What are you balling out? The guy looks 700 yards. Like, unbelievable. David Bakhtiari, Quentin Nelson, Corey Linsley, Brandon Schreff, and Jack Conklin make up your offensive line. Corey Linsley, please, 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 please come to Miami. Hint, hint, wink, wink for my free agency targets coming out this week. All pro defense. TJ Watt, Myles Garrett, Aaron Donald, DeForest Buckner, Bobby Wagner, Fred Warner, Darius Leonard, Jalen Ramsey, Xavier Howard, baby. Tyrann Mathieu, and then Buda Baker / Minka. You just couldn't stay away, could you, Minka? You just had to slither in there like the snake you are, bud. Nah, I'm just screwing with you. I wish you would have stayed, to be honest with you. All pro special teams. Jason Sanders. Where you at, Blankenship? Rodrigo Blankenship. The man, you know what? Blankenship. If Jason Sanders had all those field goal attempts today, you know what? The Colts wouldn't have lost. But instead they had you, a Pro Bowler, instead of an All Pro. That's why I tell everyone. The only title with the word pro in it that matters is All Pro. Miss me with that Pro Bowl, popularity contest nonsense. And then there you go. You got your punt returner, kick returner, your special teams, your long snapper. And speaking of returner, you just can't go away, can you? Guys, if you didn't know, Jakeem Grant, the homie Jakeem Grant, and I got to talk about this real quick. Jakeem Grant, he managed somehow, I don't know who he has pictures on. I have no idea who he has pictures on. But Jakeem Grant was named a second team All-Pro. I mean, shout out to him, but I mean, my friend, whoo! I mean, and guys, just so everyone is clear, he was not named a second team All-Pro as a receiver. He was named a second team All-Pro as a returner. And my whole thing with that is, this is where the confusion lies with me. The man forgot at certain points of the season what the hell a fair catch was. How's this guy an All-Pro? Don't you got to know what a fair catch is to be a second-team All-Pro as a returner? I'm just saying. I know you had some touchdowns. That's cute. But, I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, this is the first person with the words All-Pro attached to his name that every time the ball came his way, I held my breath. Not that he was going to make a play, but that he was going to screw up and cost us. So, I don't even know what the definition of a second-team All-Pro is nowadays. Good God almighty. At this rate, I got a chance to be an All-Pro. Just sign me up, coach. Jesus. Jakeem, I want to know either A, who your friends are, or B, whose wife you have pictures of, because this is crazy. Kudos to you, though, man. Hey, you found a way. Somehow, some way. Appreciate the hustle. Jeez. All right. Now let's get into a few things here before I open it up to everyone. I'm going to be dropping the link. So here we go. Sticking with the future, guys, because the future, you know what it is. It's bright in Miami. In case you didn't know, Kirk Merritt, he was officially signed to a reserve futures contract, but it didn't end there, guys. There was actually 12 players that the Dolphins signed from their practice squad to future contracts. Defensive end Nick Coe, safety Brian Cole, cornerback Javarius Davis, y'all remember from Auburn, cornerback Tino Ellis, center Tyler Gauthier, Jonathan Hubbard, Kylan Johnson, Chris Myrick, who you guys have seen activated a few times this year. The international exception guard, who they've moved to guard now from tackle, Durval Queiroz Neto. Remember, he went from defensive player to offensive tackle. Now they have him listed as a guard. Tyshawn Render, who you guys remember was the player Bill Belichick famously skipped the combine for to work out in the rain. Quarterback Reed Sinnett and long snapper Rex Sinahara. So a lot of names signed over on future contracts heading over into the 2021 season. And then, let's look at how the Dolphins, let's go over, the offensive, and let's recap offensively and defensively the units just a tad here for a sec. So these are some rankings with the defense, how it ended. Some of their big rankings, points per game. They went from 18.8 all the way up to 21.1 after the 56 allowed. Third down percentage, they still remained first. They had 31.2. They had 41 sacks, which was tied for 10th in the NFL, and they also had 29 takeaways. Miami ended this season, guys, on the 22-game turnover streak. I mean, that's the longest in the NFL right now. And a good thing is, you look at the balance of the team. The Dolphins outscored opponents by 66 points. So that was the most the Miami Dolphins have had since 2002 when they were plus 77. And remember, it could have been a much better if we didn't get blown out by 30, right? So, I know we were all harping on Chan at certain times, but the Miami Dolphins, they averaged about 339 yards per game this season. That was their most since 2014. And the Dolphins, that 21.1 points per game this season that they allowed, that's the best they've allowed since 2013, guys. And that third down defense, you're seeing that 31.2%. Guys, that's their best since 1999 and the second lowest since records date back all the way to 1991. So, just you saw some good stuff, especially from the defense this year. I mean, you can't, I don't know, there was a lot of Heimer. We scored in double-digit wins for the first time, for just the third time, in 15 years. Like, there's a lot of good things to this season. I do think it was a success, as many ups and downs as people might think there was. So I don't know. It's a tough one, to be sitting here and watching all these other teams play right now, but we did so good. We finished the season 9-3 over the final 12 football games, and that wasn't good enough to get in the playoffs. And that's all to consider how many rookies we had starting on the offensive line, our quarterback, how many rookies we had, as running backs and receivers, and so there's stuff you have to take away from this team. I mean, we saw this is the best pass rushing season from our linebackers in team history. I mean, before 2020, no Miami Dolphins team had seen 3 separate linebackers log 5+ sacks on a season. And what happened? Jerome Baker, 7 sacks. Van Noy had 6, and Andrew Van Ginkel had 5.5. Makes you wonder what a guy like Beagle could have done, right? So it's just, and those 41 sacks you guys see there, that's the most by a Dolphins team since 2013. And if you look at, again, the 21 points, guys, again, since that same 2013 season, that's the fewest we've allowed. That's great stuff from, then this is just year 2. Just year 2 of the rebuild. So, I mean, I really think people haven't seen anything yet. You know what I mean? No one's really seen what we can do. So, I think, look at, I think there's so many good things that we can take away from this team and what they did. So let's go over to the offense right now. When you go look at the offense, flip on over. So we take a look at how we ended, and Jazz had donates another 5. He says we focus a lot on the third pick, but what is everyone thinking at 18? Wide receiver, offensive line, linebacker, running back. Man, I think it's how the draft board falls, and I think it's what we do at number 3 initially, right? That'll dictate what we want to do at that next point, Jazz, I think. So it is the Dolphins offense, okay? So in points per game, we're 15th, 25.3. In yards per game, 339. Again, I already told you how much that meant in terms of when the last time we put up those kind of numbers. It was 22nd. Rushing yards per game, we were 22nd, 105.5. And passing yards per game, 233.5, which is 20th. But I mean, it's a work of guys, and look at what we did that with the bare bones. All right. Like with the absolute bare bones. I mean, guys, Dolphins receivers this year had the 3rd most drops and were 27th in yards after catch in Yak. Dolphin running backs were dead last in yards after contact and 3rd lowest in yards per carry. And we still won 10 games. And we still weren't bottom barrel rushing attack. I'm just saying. Good things. Look at what our tight end room did. Right? 91 receptions, 1,061 yards, and 11 scores between Mike Gesicki, Durham Smythe, and Adam Shaheen. And that 11 scores, that ties the Dolphins' tight end record from a unit. So we even had good stuff from our tight ends. I mean, you've been hearing me say that's why I think Arch is going to get a lot of praise too, and a hard look at offensive coordinator because of what he did with that tight end unit. Like, good stuff, man. Very, very good stuff. Look at what we did. Our average time of possession as an offense was 31 minutes and 16 seconds. That's the best by a Dolphins offense since 2009. Like, that's good, guys. We gained 345 first downs this season. That's the second most in team history. That's the second most by this team since 1991 when they started, recording those kind of stuff. Like, that's great because we had 361 first downs in 2014 and we had 345 in 1995. So that's tied for the second most since 1991. And guys, everyone wants to rip on Tua. Tua finished the season with 5 interceptions on 290 passing attempts. That's an interception rate of 1.72. That's the second lowest mark in a season in team history. Do you know what the number one mark is? 1.47 by Chad Pennington in 2008. And Tua finished the season with the 7th fastest time to throw or release time with 2.55 seconds. When you look at when Tua's blitzed this year, Tua completed 64.7% of his passes and threw 7 touchdowns and just 1 interception and posted a passer rating of 101.6 when he was blitzed this year. That's a rookie. That's fantastic stuff. Man, gotta love it, man. And then, if you sit here and, you start looking at, the running game, Gaskin, he averaged 97.2 yards from scrimmage per game played this year, which ranked 9th in the NFL. His 2.54 yards after initial contact average led all Dolphin running backs with at least 20 attempts. And then when you go to the offensive line, how it performed, Ted Karras, he allowed 11 quarterback pressures on 667 pass blocking snaps this year, according to PFF. Rookie guard Solomon Kinley, he had the second best pressure per snap allowed rate, according to PFF. He allowed just 17 pressures on 448 pass blocking snaps. That's on the team in terms of his second best pressure per snap rate. So Solomon Kinley was only behind Ted Karras. Austin Jackson, he allowed only 1 sack from week 12 on, but the pressure numbers were not very good against him. Robert Hunt, he had great grades from PFF, but as you see, the pressures were there. He still allowed sacks, still has brain farts. You look at Jesse Davis though, guys, 1,055 snaps at 3 different positions, and he only allowed 1 sack all season. Put some respect on that man's name. And then Eric Flowers, he had 20 quarterback pressures allowed on 539 pass blocking snaps, but a ton of brain farts. So, You look at what we were offensively, guys, there's room to improve. But goddamn, guys, we're on our way, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful sight to behold, man. It's so good. I'm just so excited. And then, in case you guys didn't know, I'm about to open it up to some of y'all right now. I'll let you pile up back there. In case you guys didn't know, it's going down. Here are our opponents for next season, guys. So our opponents for next season are as follows. At home, we will be playing the Buffalo Bills, the New England Patriots, the Jets, of course, as well, the Atlanta Falcons, the Carolina Panthers, the Houston Texans, the Colts, and the Baltimore Ravens. And then away, we will be playing Buffalo, New England, the Jets, Jacksonville. So we may see Trevor Lawrence versus Tua Tagovailoa next year, guys. The Tennessee Titans, the New Orleans Saints, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Las Vegas Raiders once more. So there are your opponents. I know people are like, oh, I see 11 wins. I see 12 wins. I see 10 wins. I don't see anything until I see the draft and the offseason transpire. So let's talk about wins and losses from reason after those things happen. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. I see for example, what if Sam Darnold does get traded? What if he goes to Indianapolis? They're already a playoff team without him. And I think Sam Darnold's got a liver arm than what Phillips got right now. Just saying. There's stuff that's going to happen here. You know what I mean? So, what's going to be the answer right there in New Orleans? Drew Brees isn't going to be back next year. What are the Jags going to look like? What are the Jets going to look like? Who's going to be the quarterback in New England? Will Buffalo still be as strong, or will they add to their power? There's just too many questions. So I'm not going to answer. Who's going to be the teacher back in Baltimore? There's just way too much stuff. So this is where I'm at. There's a lot of interesting matchups on here. I don't know. Hey, we could end up with 8. We could end up with 14. Let's see how the offseason plays out. And until then, you already know what time it is. So, Rhino, what's good, homie?
Hey, man, I think, basically the takeaway I get is that if you told me we were going to be 20th and low 20s on offense, I would have taken that before the season. And I think what the defense achieved was way ahead of what any of us thought, which is why we got to the 10 wins and had a chance to go to the playoffs with 11. And I think our rookie quarterback, everyone wants to compare him to what's his name, Herbert. I think that's why there's such a negative feeling with some people. But if you put him and what he accomplished, like you said, it's so good for a rookie. It's a lot to build off of. There's nothing but positives the way I see it. All the stuff about he can't throw this, his arm is that. That's just a bunch of, what. Yeah, I love our future. I love our future. It's really exciting to see that we have so much damn collateral this offseason, bro. We are in the mix in everything.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. How you guys doing, man?
Hey, Sharif, hey, Power.
What's up, Rhino?
Man, I'm so loving the direction of this team. And I said a comment in the comments earlier. Watch the smoke screen from Greer. Watch how he's gonna package it up and make people go crazy and lose their mental phase. If he done it with Tua, making people buy in and lose their jobs, lose their credibilities in the journalistic area. Imagine what he's gonna do now, knowing he has Sewell in his hand, knowing teams want quarterbacks, knowing you may want to move up to get your quarterback. Smoke screen city.
Yeah, he could do anything and people can believe it or not. So,
well, I think that's why you're hearing a bit of that quarterback talk right away too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean,
wouldn't it be amazing if we moved back a spot, let's say for Atlanta, and still land Sewell while getting capital? That would be amazing.
That'll work.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, you just got to hope they really want. You got to hope field balls out on Monday.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that's. I'm telling you. I mean, you guys saw what I posted from Incarcerated Bob. I think that's basically starting to line up with what I was saying. I think they're going to move off him.
Did you hear this reason in Rhino and Powerhouse?
Why wouldn't you here? Here I got a question for. Why not trade him? I know this has been coming around. Why not trade him Washington
That's a good trade.
for the 19th overall pick?
Or if you're Dallas and you feel you're Super Bowl close, then boop, boop. But watch this. Have you heard that Urban Meyer has been led on to start collecting his coaches and lining them up? Now, is he lining them up for Jacksonville? The rumor is yes, he's lining them up. So because he had the Jacksonville interview on Shakan's yacht, a private yacht, and that was Friday. So boom. So now that you've already spoke with Khan on his yacht, and you're lining up your coaches, what does that have to do now with positioning yourself as a Jacksonville Jaguar in your picks?
What do you mean? They're going to take Trevor Lawrence, bro.
I mean, don't be surprised if they take Fields.
They will not take Justin Fields over Trevor Lawrence.
Fields didn't play for Urban Meyer.
Yeah,
Urban Meyer. That's what I'm saying. They will not. Trevor Lawrence. I mean, you can basically write that one off, bro.
Well, I'm saying if he has like a MVP worth game on Monday and they win, I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised.
I would.
But you can make it smokescreen to where it might be a thing.
Yeah, that too.
Trust
That would be great for us if it happened.
It's smokescreen city with Ware. I learned that last year. It's freaking smokescreen city, man. We don't give away nothing.
But that'd be crazy. You have to take Lawrence. You have to. I mean, even if he was the coach for Fields, there's too much there.
Yeah.
No, dude, Fields is way more of a project than Lawrence is, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Lawrence is like prototypical size, big arm, like he's got great athleticism. You know what I mean? Like he's the choice. He's a better passer right now than what Fields is. So, it's going to be Lawrence. They're not going to pass on, and I mean, I don't know if people heard, it doesn't matter who the coach is in Jacksonville. Tony Khan has already come out, Shad Khan's son, who runs basically day-to-day operations of the team, just like how he does with Fulham FC in the Premier League. And he also runs All Elite Wrestling. He's already come out and said that the new coach is going to have to set the fact that I'm going to be the GM for the next little bit here. So it don't matter.
That's a good point.
Tony Khan's making the call. And who do you think Tony Khan's drafting? Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence?
No, they're getting Lawrence.
He's drafting Trevor Lawrence, man. Urban Meyer's putting his staff together, but the staff still listens to and has to work with what the personnel that the GM puts in place.
Boom.
That's why you haven't heard anything about their GM search, is because
you're only going to get it here, man. That authentic news, you're going to get it here, man.
So is Minshew going to be the backup, or do you think they trade Minshew?
Well, I could see them trying to trade him. Why not? There's a ton of quarterback needy teams. That's the biggest needy position of need in the NFL right now. So, I mean, why not? I'm sure there's a team, look at us last year before we got Tua and stuff. Before we signed Fitz, we would have been a perfect team that could, someone who's willing, look at Carolina with Teddy Bridgewater.
Right. And another thing I want to give the update, Robbie Moore, he's been let go along with Chan, but that's nothing to be, to say on the front page. Also, the defensive lines coach has been asked to turn in his iPad.
No, Marlon Hobby already did. He got fired earlier in this week.
Yeah, so he's been asked to turn in his iPad as well. And I don't think the defensive line played to their level, even though we ranked where we ranked. We could have had more sacks from the defensive end, is my point.
Now, there's no news about Robbie Brown being fired yet, though, or leaving.
He was relieved. No, he was relieved as of Arizona game. We're accurate on that.
No, he's still on the team, bro.
Yeah, but he's not the quarterback's coach anymore.
Yeah, he is. So that's not what he was relieved of, bro. That's not correct. That's not correct at all.
What he was relieved of?
He was relieved of. He was basically the play caller on the ground he would take the play call from Chan Gailey, and then he would be the one that would be calling them
Right.
to the huddle.
You're right about what happened, but they're wrong about the title. Okay.
What? No, this is me. I'm the one who told all you guys this. I'm the one who told you guys this last week, bro. I'm the one who said this. I read the Chris Kaufman thing up here. That's the only place where that's ever been reported, and then I reported it here. And that was that in the Arizona game, Robbie Brown was out with COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So those duties were fulfilled by Godsey. Godsey is Flores' guy. Flores never gave that role back to Robbie Brown.
Right.
Robbie Brown just remained the quarterback's coach. That's all he was.
Okay.
So
He didn't lose the title.
Yeah, thank you for that tweet last week that you did read.
what? Say again?
The tweet that you read to us last week about the incident with Gailey. And I forgot who tweet that was. Anyway.
Hey,
What's good?
Who do you think trades for Watson, or do you think he stays?
Say again?
Deshaun Watson, what team do you think will trade for him, or do you think he stays in Houston?
The two smart teams that should trade for him are the Washington Redskins or Washington football team or the San Francisco 49ers. Because here's the thing. Listen. Because apparently this was a topic. Damien and Rhino filled me in that apparently this was a topic. This isn't happening, right? I'm going to be the first one to tell people this is not happening to Miami. First of all, the man cannot be traded till after March 17th. So why the hell are we even talking about this right now?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about general. He cannot be traded until March 17th. Why are we talking about this? Okay. Number one. Number two. Some people who are talking about this, apparently they have short memories here. I've already told all of y'all what the asking price is. So I'll reiterate it.
Too much.
The asking price right now is 3 firsts, 3 seconds, and a player might start the conversation.
Might.
So you're saying you want to give up. Hold on a sec. So you're saying you want to give up the third, and anyone out there thinking that we're not going to have to give up the third, what are you smoking? Where can I grab it? And what papers do I need to roll up that absolute toxic? I don't know. That thing should be like in a nuclear power plant because it's got to have radiation in it. Okay. 3 firsts, 3 seconds. Bro, you're going to give up the 3rd, the 18th, and next year. Because, guys, we only have 1 first and 1 second next year. This is saying you would have to give up your 2 firsts, your 2 seconds, your first, and you would have to mortgage 2 drafts and give a player. Who do we got to give? What are you going to give X? So what, you're going to put a hole now? And you don't have the draft pick to fill that with a blue chip prospect because I don't know who you're fooling, but Noah Benogany's not going to be ready for that role in year 2, okay? I don't care what leap you think he's going to take. Not going to happen. All right? So, what are you going to do? You're going to give him Tua?
Did you mention Fuller reason how good he is?
Well, yeah.
We don't have anyone to...
Well, no, I haven't even gotten there yet. So what are you going to give him? Who's the player? You're going to give him Tua? So what? We're going to give them Tua. We're going to give them their pick, all those picks, and we're going to say, oh, go build an offense around him when we should have done it anyways. Yeah, we might have a better defense than them, but they'll have a better offense by us in 2 years. Easy. Okay? So, because people are really telling themselves, people out here claiming to be fans of Tua Tagovailoa, and they're the first one ready to ship him out at the sound of another name. And here's the thing. Is Deshaun Watson a top 5 player in the NFL? No. Is he a top 5 quarterback in the NFL? Yes. Those are 2 different things. I want that to be said very first. All right? Now, here's the thing. We're going to give him 3 firsts, 3 seconds a player. And next year, he becomes the second highest paid player in the NFL. I think he's $40 million next year, and then he goes up to $43 million the year after.
Wow.
Okay, hold on a sec. And all these idiots out here aren't even thinking about the fact that, did everyone forget that there's a salary cap? Yeah, Yeah, we got the most cap. What's our projected cap for next year? $37 million.
Yeah.
Whether it's 40 or 43, last I checked, that the math doesn't add up. All right? So let's say they make it work. Let's say Omar Kelly's right, because he is to an extent, that the cap is just a number and they manipulate it. First of all, do we have anyone on our offensive line half as good or half the player of Laramie Tunsil right now? I'll wait.
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Okay. Do we have a receiver? Let's put injuries aside. Let's say DVP's healthy, everyone's healthy, okay? Who are you going to take? And be honest with yourself. Who are you going to take? And be honest. DVP or Will Fuller at full health?
Fuller.
Will Fuller was taking over games with DeAndre Hopkins there.
Yeah.
DeAndre Hopkins was the one taking defenses over the top. Sorry, Will Fuller was the one taking defenses over the top, not DeAndre Hopkins.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's keep it rolling. Brandon Cooks, number 2 over there. Who do we got that can even compete with Brandon Cooks, let alone win a foot race with the guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to go away from, and last I checked, if we even want to start comparing backfields, David Johnson's the only one that's ever put up 1,000 yards in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Whether he's still got it or not, that's a moot point. I'm just saying. So we're going to go away. We're going to give him a worst offensive line or a line that's as comparable because we got better talent all over it as opposed to they don't, but they have the best talent of them all. So we're going to give him a comparable offensive line. We're going to give him just as bad of weapons, but we're going to ask this guy, he's the difference to win a Super Bowl, and we don't have the financial capital because of his contract, and we don't have the draft capital for the next 2 years to put weapons or offensive line pieces around him in the first 2 rounds.
But reason what you don't understand is the problem.
Bro, what kind of world, bro? This is what I tell people. Stop letting your fantasy pipe dream skew the reality of what could happen. Listen to me. I trolled almost everyone. Did Tyler Johnson just score a touchdown? No, it's Godwin.
Short.
It's Godwin.
Oh, he did.
Okay. Yeah, it was Godwin. So
crap! I forgot the game was on. Oh shoot!
People need to stop letting their pipe dream.
NBC, Pyro.
Bro, you're not missing much. Yo, dude, Alex Smith is out, bro. Like,
yeah?
I've never even heard of the quarterback that they're playing, Heineke or something like that.
Yeah,
bro, they're gonna get dominated. It's over, buddy.
Oh man, I didn't know.
So what I'm sitting here and saying is like Nate, like I don't understand. We're expecting him to come over here and be the difference, yet we're going to give him a comparable or in some areas worse offense than what he has in Houston. And then on top of it, we're going to mortgage the next 2 years and a bunch of financial capital so we can't even fill in the holes.
Their argument is our defense is that good, he would make a difference. That's their argument.
What difference is he going to make?
That's a bad argument.
I can't answer it, but that's their argument.
Buddy, they had a better offense and a better defense 2 years ago. Last I checked, no, I'm not saying a better defense than us, but a better defense than what they have right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. When J.J. Watt wasn't a shell of himself, okay, and they had a way better offense, just they couldn't get the line right. And what did they do?
They pooped the bed.
I don't know. Like, here's the thing: what people aren't realizing, that's a trade when he's the missing piece. Mm-hmm. When that's the last thing you need.
Yeah.
That's why, you know why I say to Washington? Here's another thing Washington can do that we can't. They can afford to give away defensive pieces, especially along their front, as that extra player involved because of how many top 5, top 10 picks they have there already.
Yep.
I just don't understand why we so hell-bent on the quarterback position when we already have a promising prospect in that position. We already have holes. I'm pretty sure they know that we've seen the holes that we have. We're bad at stopping the run. We can't get our quarterback time to throw the ball. We can't run right. Because
they don't understand how a team is built properly. I mean, I'm
just saying, once he's here, once Deshaun Watson is here, and he's throwing to the same receivers that Tua threw in, They're gonna be dropping the ball. What the hell? What's the point of having them here?
Yeah.
Apparently, Deshaun Watson is the only missing piece for Matt Collins being a Pro Bowler, bro.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna fumble the ball again, and then what they gonna say? Get rid of Haskins too.
Deshaun Watson. The
Deshaun
first thing when Deshaun Watson walks in the locker room, apparently he's going to do is say, "Oh, hey, Jakeem, look what I found in Houston. Your hands. You left them at Texas Tech. Here you go."
Can I ask this question?
I don't understand. What's going on? You go ahead, Ryan.
Can I ask this question about Watson? We're assuming he would want to come here. I understand he has a no trade clause, correct? The guy may not want to come here because of the reasons you're listing. It's a dead end.
You know he's a Niners fan. Like you grew up a Niners fan, eh?
Even more reason not to get him.
And they're moving off Jimmy G.
Yeah.
I would say that makes perfect sense for the Niners to get him. They already have the team built.
Buddy, they could, and I think they got the 12th overall pick.
Even
they
more,
could give you, buddy, they could give you the 12th, a first next year, a second this year, a second next year, and Deebo Samuel.
Yeah, the team is already.
So they give you your receiver, and they allow you to draft. You're in range for getting a Lance or whatever.
That's a good team, bro. That's a good team.
You see what I'm saying? The team's already built.
Is that not a good deal though?
Yes.
Because I'm giving you Deebo Samuel. I'm giving you the piece. Just get the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I would want to go if I was Watson.
Yeah, because the team is there. The team is built. I'm gonna be real with you. If that does happen, that's a scary team.
Look at the running game you'd have. He doesn't need Deebo. He's got Mozart and all those guys out of the backfield. He doesn't need them.
That's a team that's one.
And he's got Brandon Ayuk. They just drafted Brandon Ayuk, right?
Oh, I can see him. If that deal does happen, I can see him going to.
And he's got Kittle. Why does he need?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Deebo. Take it.
Bro, Kittle will go off.
See, now that's realistic.
Washington.
That's a realistic move.
Yeah.
Because they can afford to give up that 12th pick. The only reason they drafted where they drafted last year is because they wanted to replace Buckner with Kinlaw.
I agree.
Other than that, they probably would have moved back.
But it's like I asked you reason earlier today. Why would I, as a new GM for the Texans, want to trade away my biggest chip? You build a team. The guy's 25. He's 25, bro.
Because here's the thing. You trade him away, you're probably dooming your tenure there as a GM.
Right.
And you'll always be remembered as the guy that traded away Deshaun Watson if you don't replace him.
Set in stone. It's set in stone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless
you'll never be given a big job ever again.
Yeah.
Like
the only way you get away with it is you somehow get Lawrence with the number 1 pick.
Watch him trade him to the Patriots because he's a former Patriots executive.
Mm.
That would be
he offered me Jarrett Stidham. How can I say no?
Please don't.
Yeah, please don't.
Jesus, we already have to deal with We already have to deal with Allen. Now we got to deal with this guy. Nah, I'm good.
All I know is I got my wish. We don't have to deal with Trevor Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, Jacksonville don't screw the pooch.
Well, I don't think he'll be there for the Jets.
No, I'm just saying, in case I don't want them to go Fields. You know what I'm saying? Just
we can beat Fields.
We can beat Fields, but I'm just saying I don't want the Jaguars to let Trevor Lawrence be there.
Oh yeah. I don't. Come on, bro.
I'm saying,
I'm sure they're already selling the freaking jerseys, bro. What you don't want is the Jets to say, "Oh, we'll mortgage our next 5 drafts and the number 2 pick to move up for Trevor Lawrence."
Oh my God!
But they won't. Joe Douglas isn't. No, they have. Here's the
the
scary thing. The scary thing is they have a good GM now. Their draft last year and their free agency last year was very, very good.
They have capital. They have capital for next year.
It's a good GM.
Yeah, Joe Douglas is a good GM.
And shout out to the Colts screwing up the game because they had the Colts. They had to do the Colts thing.
Listen, I'm not going to put this guy on blast because we're still friends. But I told Rhino I will never have him on the show again after I saw what he said. Because he lost a lot of credibility with me, especially when quarterbacks are supposed to be his thing. I saw someone say that Tua pushes the ball when he throws. And I'm going to say to that person, if you're watching, brother, go watch Phillip Rivers and Drew Brees. They push the ball. Tua Tagovailoa does not push the ball.
He was pushing the ball.
I mean, Tua Tagovailoa has one of the fastest releases in the NFL, and that thing comes out with spin on it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Phillip Rivers was throwing his whole body into those throws, man. I'm telling you right now.
Bro, when they called that timeout, when they called that timeout after he completed that throw to the sidelines, I knew it was over. Because I'm like, there's no way with that arm, with them now knowing you're hitting the sidelines, that with 8 seconds left, you're done, buddy. With that arm, you need a raw. You need zip behind. It was over, bro.
That's why they were talking about bringing in Brissett. They said use Brissett as a fresh arm to go down the field.
I would have done that to push the ball. Phillip Rivers is no threat to push the ball down the field at all, man.
No,
not anymore.
Arm is shot, man.
But I give Coach this though. Their tight ends was feasting, man.
He threw the ball today from the Bills 45, and it barely made it to the end zone.
Bro, bro, it made it to the 1 yard line. I'm telling you right now.
If that was Aaron Rodgers, that probably would have been a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I don't know why he likes to throw it to Ty so much, because Ty.
So let me get your guys' thoughts. Let's talk about some of the stuff that I talked about. What do you guys think about X and Sanders, and then Jakeem as second team? Let's start with you, Rhino. I think the way we feel about Grant, I think that's more of a. Is that Sermon?
Yeah.
Attaboy.
That's for Pyro.
Wait, what happened?
He's got Trey Sermon.
Nice picture.
Trey Sermon leaping over.
I think
the
second team All Pro for Grant, I think, is a multi-year thing. The last 2 or 3 years he's had some good returns, so I think that's why he got that. But yeah, I don't know, man. Sometimes he makes some weird choices on punt returns. X, what can you say about X? I didn't see it coming. I didn't think he returned to that level. I mean, honestly, like I said, I'm the idiot that said trade him last year because I was worried about injuries. I mean, he shut everyone up, and that's so good to see. Yeah. And Colonel Sanders, man, hell of a year. Good for him.
22 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Powerhouse?
I got one too, I know.
Yeah, Sanders, that was well deserved. Same for X. The Jakeem Grant one caught me by surprise because, I mean, he had some good plays here and there this year, but to be second team worthy, I don't know about that. But other than that, yeah, I'm proud of X and Jason Sanders.
That's right.
Pyro.
I'm pretty much in agreement with everybody. X and Sanders, they showed their butt off. They deserve it. Grant, you know how I feel about Grant. Yeah, he's pretty good at punt returning and kickoff returning, whatever. But sometimes his decision making when it comes down to returning the ball is very questionable. His hands is very questionable. He has the speed. I will give him credit for that. But the angles he takes when he returns the ball, I'm sorry, he needs to be. I don't know what can we do with him at this point because he's a liability in both receiver position and returning position.
And Joe Price, before I get to you, Sharif, reason do you think Phillip Rivers gave up one of his kids on that Zach Pascal fumble? He had to have, brother, because that was clearly a fumble.
It was a fumble.
They got away.
I was so pissed off with that. I was like, why the freak would you get up?
Yeah. All right, Sharif, let's hear your thoughts on X and Sanders and Grant.
I think X is a combination of the same thing like Jakeem. They stayed healthy the entire year. I mean, with Jakeem missed the last 2 games, but they stayed healthy. Practically, you got to see them grow. And so when you talk about Jakeem, I think Jakeem stayed healthy enough to accumulate such prolificness, be it drop passes or dumb fair catches or not fair catches. We weren't able to see that his first 2 years. Because he was not healthy. Either you jam him off the line and he's hurt, or you hit him hard and he's hurt, or something happens and he's hurt. But he actually stayed healthy this year. He actually stayed healthy, which culminated to prolificness, right?
I would disagree a little bit.
So, yeah, to me, he lasted long enough. You see, that's my point.
Who did?
He made some plays. Grant made some plays. He did. But
listen, here's the thing.
Hold on. Are you calling Grant prolific right now?
That's what I was about to say. Reason to let me do it. I
think he lasted.
Hold on a sec, Pyro. Are you calling him prolific right now?
I think he lasted through the traffic.
What does that have to do with being prolific?
That's the thing. He got one or two plays here and there, and I think they were like, okay, this is an entire year of what he can be, even though he did not play 2 games. That's
You
a
talking
credit.
about Grant, right?
Yeah.
That's a credit to him too.
I disagree. I'm sorry.
I think he was average.
Below average for me.
Yeah, because the definition of prolific is like present in like large numbers or quantities, like plentiful,
Yeah.
right?
I
And
would say
I didn't see
Walker's more
I didn't see
prolific,
plenty of plays. I saw maybe a handful.
yeah.
That's not the definition of plenty. So
Excellent
I wouldn't
prolific.
I wouldn't attach the word prolific to
He did stay
Jakeem
healthy.
Grant.
He did sort of stay healthy.
Yeah,
He
but
did-
am I going to give you here's what you get for staying healthy.
Second team.
You did what you're supposed to as an athlete. I wish I could get paid multiple millions of dollars,
Right.
and the only thing you guys are going to ask of me is just stay healthy, guy. I'd be like, yeah, sure, no problem.
Yeah, that's your job to stay healthy. I get
For me,
Like, but let's
it
not
comes
sit
down
here
to
and use the
two
word
things,
prolific
man.
when the guy can't catch a football.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why you're healthy? Yeah, you're on the field, sure, but what's the point of
Like
you
he
being
was
there?
he
You
was
can't
prolific
catch the
in
ball.
He was prolific in drops.
It was a healthy drop.
Yeah, yeah,
You
it
know
was
what
a
I
healthy
mean?
drops.
I got quantities of drops.
They did say kickoff returner. They didn't say.
I mean, you can say one thing. He's consistently dropping passes. So
Yeah, and he's consistently not knowing how to wave off a fair catch.
that's one thing you can put on his resume.
Hey, Jason Sanders, I have to give credit to Grill. He did find the kernel.
I would say that's more of the
This
special
former
teams
special
coach,
teams
Yeah, that was what's his face?
Rizzy.
Rizzy. Dan
Yeah.
Rizzy. Yeah, that was his like parting gift. That's why I said that a couple weeks ago. That was Rizzy's parting gift to us. That guy was an amazing special teams coach. man.
Yes.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was.
man. Wish
Yeah.
he stayed, man. Oh my God, if he stayed.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Assistant to Gates.
well, here's the thing. We allowed. Why does no one talk about how poor our special teams were in the last? Am I the only one
6 games, yeah.
in articles or YouTube
Yeah, that's
talking
true.
about how poor our special teams was, especially in the Raiders game
Yep.
and the
Yeah.
last game?
Kansas City
A lot of
game.
people in
Yeah.
chat.
That's so true.
Like Matt Hawk was downright awful.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right. We
Terrible.
allowed
punt returns.
2 straight punt returns in 2 weeks.
And good
Yeah.
field
Kansas City.
all the
Like
time.
that is inexcusable
field position.
shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
And
Meanwhile, they come up with blocks.
we was getting penalties in the special teams too, so you can count that.
Yep.
Illegal blocking the bag,
Oh, man.
holding. It was a bunch of stuff, man.
you see this, Rhino? Rhino, you see this?
Yeah, I was reading that.
I'm five. Joe Price says the reason I'm 5'4" with a 4.98 40 and can catch in my sophomore year of high school. Would you want me or Grant? I'll take you, Joe.
You should have put 4.99. That was
Yeah.
Just make sure you cut your routes really well so you can create some separation.
Don't round them off like the Theki.
I would
Yeah.
say the only
Don't round your routes like Gasecki.
The only
Swear 'em out,
thing
baby.
that was on special teams were the trick plays, in my opinion.
yeah, the Raiders game and the week
Yeah.
before too.
Yeah, it wasn't good trick plays, but most of them was called back too.
Yeah, good point.
All right, so okay, the other stuff that I was covering. Let's hear your thoughts. Rhino, I want your little synopsis of, and I'm going to go through each of you guys. I want your synopsis of how this offense and how this defense performed this season.
Well, the first quarter of the season was not so great, right? We all know that. And I think the second quarter with Fitz playing so well, it kind of they were kind of ahead of the defense for a little bit, and then the defense caught up, and that was good to see. The rushing attack sucked. We all know that, but the passing attack was really good. The thing for me that really changed it, and I think a lot of people are going to say that Tua didn't have a good season, but like I said, I think what he was asked to do when he was asked to do it and the way he did it, I think is very impressive. I mean, to have a defense playing as well as the Dolphins defense was when he came in, that's a lot of pressure in itself to not screw it up. And I think that's how he was playing towards the end before he got benched. He was so concerned about not messing it up for the team, for the defense. I think it got in his head, and I think there are a lot of rookies that would have folded under that pressure. And people say, well, that's not really pressure. The defense is so good. That's not pressure. But like I said, he felt he couldn't make a mistake because that would mess up the whole game plan for the team. And I think even though that he didn't play the best for the last game, I think the fact that he stuck it in there and he ended it with a touchdown to Perry, I think showed everyone that, he has fight in him, and the offense is going to definitely be something to think about next year when we have better talent surrounding what I say is our franchise quarterback. Now, I'm not saying he's unquestionable and he's playing at the highest level, but this team has invested in this guy for at least another year. So to me, that's a franchise quarterback. Okay, they're going to build around him. And the thing about the defense that I think people are kind of holding against them is how they gave up all those points. But I mean, really, if you're in that game and the referees are throwing flags when people are being tackled and let go and they're not getting any play calling and things are looking really, really weird on offense, the plays, you have no choice but to kind of get out of that game. So I don't really blame them. I think the talent is there. There are just a few pieces left for the defense, and I think it's going to be a good season for us, off season and next year. I'm very, very excited.
All right, Powerhouse. The Powerhouse, let's hear your thoughts on what you thought of the offense and the defense this year.
Yeah, I think the offense been wishy-washy. It's like you would see some spurts in it, and then other times it's like terrible. And also, I would put it all, like a lot of it, on Gailey, because you would see by the end of the season, we've known that it was Gailey putting the playbook more open, having it more open for Fitz rather than Tua. And not only that, but Tua's dealt with a lot of players getting injured on the offense, like receiver-wise. So it's like he had to adapt to players coming in and out and switching who would be the main targets, and seeing how the offense can be ran with whoever's in. And the defense, I think the defense started off okay, and then as the season went on, they've gone to become like the top defense in the NFL. And I just see going from here, putting in the work on offense in the offseason, I think that's the biggest goal. And if we can do that, I can see this team going places in the long haul.
Mm-hmm.
Good point.
Great point.
You're muted, Reason.
Esteban, I'll get back to you in a sec. Pyro, let's hear. I'll finish, save you for last, Esteban, because you're the newest on here. Pyro, let's hear your thoughts on what your takeaways from the offense and the defense were from this season.
Well, obviously, how we started the season was pretty disappointing. We had high expectations. I wouldn't say necessarily for the offense, but for the defense, because we got all the free agencies specifically to strengthen our defense. And during the first 3 games, we was obviously disappointed in that. But when the season went on, as the team started to gel together, especially on the defense side, that's when we finally got glimpses of what this defense can be from the future. And I just think that obviously we have pieces to fix and to get during the offseason, linebacker, nose tackle, and maybe another safety for backup. But I just think that the defense specifically just showed us how well on just one side of the ball can take this team without the offense not, gelling right. And I don't necessarily blame it on Tua, or I wouldn't say the receivers. I'm not counting Matt Collins in them, but it's just Gesicki and Parker. If Albert Wilson would have showed, I think this offense would have been a lot better with Tua. But with Fitzpatrick, I just think that the coordinator, especially Chan Gailey, kind of leaned towards Fitzpatrick more instead of trying to fix and make this offense work with Tua. He just kind of, to me, it felt lazy in how he handled Tua, instead of saying, well, Tua's not getting it done, let me switch to Fitzpatrick. It's like, no, you need to, as a coordinator and as a how much you hyped yourself to be as a RPO specialist and a guy who runs the RPO, great since his collegiate career. You need to make it work. And I just felt like from the beginning, when Tua started, that he had to be the problem. So I didn't think Flores would have that much input on offense. Clearly, as a head coach, he's gonna have some input, but not as much as we thought he would. And as soon as I learned that he wasn't calling the Arizona game, one of the games that Tua had one of the best career with starting as the Dolphins. I just think that right there speaks volumes on what Chan Gailey was missing with Tua. But I just think we will get this right. We're gonna see a better Dolphins team in the future.
Mhm.
That's right.
You guys got me. You guys got me all. You guys motivated me with your avatars, so I decided to show y'all what time it really is right now.
Hey man,
Nice.
I started it, and
Right.
I need you.
Love
I
it.
need Rhino. You need to switch it
How
up.
the hell do y'all change y'all's pictures? I don't even know. I changed mine, and I don't
Listen, man,
know.
you're trying to get rid of Zavin Collins. You're off the Zavin Collins.
But I'll jump right in. For me, the offense, and I know that we trust Flores and Greer, Allen, McKenzie. These guys have experience, but we gotta respect and love also the health department of the Dolphins, because let's think about it now. Flores goes one day at a time. That means he brought in Chan Gailey. He brought in Chan Gailey. Worst case scenario for Fitzmagic to watch two on the bench for the entire year. So follow me. You brought in Chan Gailey. Worst case scenario, Tua doesn't play or plays week 17. So you brought in Chan for Fitz. Day by day, because Flores goes one day at a time, Tua went up beyond expectations. So Chan automatically has to switch with Tua. That was unsuccessful. It showed that it was unsuccessful. 11 straight screens. Look at the all 22s. We're not going to talk about that right now. But boom. So now you switch it back up for the offense. Chan is not ready. He's not up to speed with 2021's offense. He's only up to speed of what Fitzmagic and him has been doing in the past. But guess what? Day by day, Tua got better with his hip, with running, with passing. So you can't adjust it to here we are. So that's where the offense was for me. It would because a man who the game passed by held someone back. That's my opinion on the offense. The defense is what I expected. Him drafting Raekwon, and the way I saw his reaction in the draft night when he drafted Igbenogany, knowing what we want to do with one of these old cornerbacks when they do get old. No, I trust Greer and Flores, and I just want to let Esteban get his chance.
Esteban, what were your thoughts about the offense and the defense in 2020 to 2021? Probably trying to fix his avatar right now.
It's a dope avatar. Should keep that, man.
All right. Because I don't even know if he's there. He's muted. He's muted right now. Randy Wizardly asks, if y'all was the new hired offensive coordinator, what receivers would y'all keep? So I'll go first. The guys at the top of my list.
Hey, bro, my bad.
Oh, no problem. The guys at the top of my. Okay, hold on a sec. Esteban, what did you think about the offense and the defense in this season?
Well,
what were your takeaways? Like, what were your takeaways? Your general takeaways?
Well, I think we played to the expectation of what the value of these guys were that were brought in as free agents. I thought Flores did a really good job of, overall, it wasn't just Flores, but the defensive coaching side. They, they coached guys up. A lot of these rookies got coached up and they produced. So that's obvious that's where we shine. The other side of the ball wasn't as good for me. I know it's just like Flores said, in his exit interview for the season, he said, we improved. Of course we did, because our O-line sucked last year, but we got to get better. And I mean, when he said that, to me, that was like
Pinay Sewell.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know how many times you got to, to rewind that. If you didn't hear that when he said that, that's all I heard.
Yeah, he just said, "Yeah, we're gonna get Panay Sewell just in case." You got
yeah.
And as for Chan, I mean, I get why Flores wanted to make the hire because they coached against each other and he respected his style when he coached, but he's not the same guy as a coach. We plateaued, and I just wasn't happy with the plateau and the development of the further improvement and development of some of the guys on our offense, including wide receivers, O linemen. Like, I just feel like we just got to get better on the offense and all around. So yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I did a lot of mock drafts. I want to take Panay for sure, at least, and try to get a center in free agency. I think that would help us a lot.
Bro.
I know, man. I've been saying that, but he didn't play.
Did you see what I showed earlier?
Yeah, I saw that, man. I had you on my Bluetooth, and I had to run to my phone real quick and check it out. But
the Instagram post seems like he's like, even you saw Reed Sinnett even like commented on that.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I really feel a consistent run game. Yeah. Consistent run game would help us, add another dimension to our offense, which we need.
Say it.
And Esteban.
But I will say this, Esteban.
I already know what you're gonna say.
Screw the draft. If Corey Linsley hits free agency, bro, that's where I'm throwing my money at.
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling it was Aaron Jones from Green Bay.
I'm actually those are two of like, spoiler alert, those are two of my top 5 targets.
Yeah, I would say because I did a lot of mocks, and I want Najee really bad, just as much as Pyro, but I never get him. So, and I don't know. I'm just saying I haven't tried to trade up to get him. Mm-hmm. But if I'm not trading up, this is the way that I figured that I was gonna do it. Check this out. I did a mock. I got Panay with my first pick. My second pick at 18 was Zaven Collins. I gotta take the dude because he is such a good talent. He's the best linebacker in this draft, hands down, bar none.
Was he there before Nick Bolton?
Yeah, I would take him over Bolton. From the tape, from what I've seen, I like Bolton, but he does have deficiencies that Collins doesn't. And what I seen on the tape was he has trouble wrapping up for whatever reason. He doesn't like to wrap up. He likes to just try to run through you, and you're not gonna do that to Derrick Henry, bro. I'm just saying you got to wrap up. You can learn and you can get coached up. But I don't really. I mean, he's good. Don't get me wrong. He's really good against. He does everything just as good at. I mean, just like Zaven Collins does. But I just think Zaven Collins is better.
The only thing I think Zaven Collins has over him is size.
Yeah.
I mean, Nick Bolton. See, I don't see the issues with. I mean, I've watched a ton on this kid. I mean, we're talking back-to-back 110 plus tackle seasons for Nick Bolton.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
You got to be able to wrap up if you're gonna get 110 tackles.
Yeah, the technique. I think his Zavin's technique for tackling is more assured, in my opinion. It's more of a sure bet than Bolton.
Nick Bolton actually reminds me of Zach Thomas.
Yeah,
like even down to the height.
Zevin looks
like he creates thunder when he lays into
he blows it up
Nick Bolton.
Roberts.
Yeah.
What you gonna say right now?
I think Zevin's just slow compared to Bolton.
Yeah, he's not as athletic, right?
You think so?
Yeah.
Man,
Zaven is not. He's more of that Dante Hightower type of. His sideline to sideline speed is not very great.
Bolton is pissed off,
like that's what I love about Nick Bolton. He plays every down like he wants to kill you.
Yeah.
I do like both of them. I'm not gonna lie. I like both of them, and I gotta have one of them, and I will take one of them over Dylan Moses, to be honest.
Yeah, he had a bad year.
And check this out. I knew that I needed to take him for my second pick because Najee always gets taken. And so once they throw that damn monkey wrench into these damn mocks, it pisses me off, and I just start going wide receiver. So I took Rondell Moore, and then I took Terrence Marshall because, of course, none of the Alabama wide receivers were there. Then I took Tyler Shelvin. I didn't really reach on him, to be honest. He's going to be off the board with
He's
our
going,
fifth pick.
he's
If
going
we don't,
early day 3. He's gonna go.
yeah, if we don't take him. But so I took him after I took Terrence Marshall, and then I finished it off in the later rounds with Paris Ford and DeMar Hamlin because they played together. And at some
Yeah.
point, Brandon Jones, I see him as a possible replacement for Rowe. But I don't know. I mean, it'd be
Paris
nice
is a single
to
high
have.
though. So you don't have to worry
Yeah,
about
I know,
that.
but DeMar, yeah, him and DeMar play together, and it's just it just gives us depth at the safety position. You know what I mean?
I
So
agree.
yeah, I liked it. I like this little draft that I got yesterday. So I'm targeting running back and center in the free agency if I can. To be honest,
I can tell you, I don't want to see Fedulum back there. The hell with that.
Yeah, we have no depth, right?
yeah.
Let him
So
fedulate somewhere else, man. I mean,
Imagine
Why you
Paris
ain't no
Ford and
Fedulum?
Nick Bolton. That's gonna be nice to see.
Randy Wizardly, if y'all was a new hired offensive coordinator, what receivers would y'all keep? I actually agree with what Jazz at 803 earlier said, his list. Let me see if I can find it here and honestly, there's gonna be something you're gonna know. We're missing a name here. DVP, Wilson, Bowden, and Perry, and yes, Preston Williams is not on that list. Going into third year, probably going to get injured again next year. Knock on wood. Hope it doesn't happen, but that's all he showed me he could do right now.
Yeah.
But Wilson, all you're doing is pushing that restructured contract back 1 year, so might as well get the most out of it. I think he'd ball out in this offense with this quarterback. Bowden, liked what I saw. Perry, I mean, what a throw by Tua to end the season, man.
Yeah, man. He has chemistry with Perry.
Like that was like we've seen that all like off season in terms of highlight reels.
Bro, that was a Bama throw, man. That was something I seen from Bama.
And Adrian says, I love Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's not better than Rondell Moore, though, I don't think. He reminds me of just a way more sure hand Jakeem Grant.
I agree.
But he runs better routes than Jakeem Grant. So
Rondell
I'm just talking
Moore
about
has
in terms
that.
of size. They got same size. Like
Rondell Moore is
bulky.
Rondell Moore is wow, bro. His legs are that boy's got some strength.
Would you take Bateman before Moore?
I like Anthony Schwartz from Auburn, right? If he's late, that's fine. Like if we're talking about like the 5th and beyond, I'm cool with that. But I ain't going like 3 and up,
Would you take Bateman before Moore?
Yeah. Buddy, Bateman's my man crush. Y'all already know this. Why are you asking me that one?
Yeah, Bateman.
I would take Bateman would be, listen, if I wasn't looking at what this team needs and how they need it and why they need it, Bateman would be my wide receiver 1. But that's what people need to understand. When my big board comes out, that's not a subjective big board. That's an objective big board based on this team.
So, guys,
all the receivers, Alabama receivers aren't there. Bateman, Tony, and more.
But reason he's not fast enough.
Who?
That's my 3.
Who?
Bateman.
Bateman will run a faster 40 than Jamar Chase.
Let me ask you guys this.
He's overall better than Chase. I'm telling you now.
Oh yeah, he's special, man.
Pyro, let me ask you guys this. Who is our day 1 running backs? And don't give me the practice squad.
Hold on a sec. I want to check on this Rashad Bateman for a sec. Powerhouse, if you were telling me they were moving off DVP, I would take Rashad Bateman.
Yeah, I would too.
Like if you said, hey, he's going to run a 4.5. He's going to run like a 4.45-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And here's the thing. He's going to run like a 4.4 to a 4.48, I think. I think, if you go back, all I know is Jamar Chase in high school ran a 40. He ran 4.66. That's high school, though.
Mm-hmm.
But, and you know what he's doing right now. Because here's the thing people don't realize. 40 times are kind of deceiving because it's actually like a run. It's not like mid-game, mid-stride, like playing speed. They're not the same thing. Like you actually have to train on how to run for a 40, right? Because it's like a dash. Like, it's like what you see Olympic runners do. It's track and field, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like you actually have to run it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of deceiving, but I'm just saying, Jamar Chase, I would not be surprised if Bateman has a faster 40.
No,
And
I
no
agree.
one talks about Chris Olave from Ohio State. He's
Oh,
solid
yeah.
too.
I
But
think
Tony,
I have a surprise
I'm
before
telling
you.
you, man,
Yes.
if we miss out on Bateman or the Bama boys or like Tony, man, I think Tony's a better fit for this
Oh,
offense
yeah.
than Jamar
I'm tell-
Chase.
Telling you.
Yeah.
Tony.
Well, you don't gotta tell me shit. I'm a Gators fan. Tony's the man, bro.
No, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking
But he
about
can, oh,
these
he
people
can,
who
but he can
sleeping
take you
my
on the
boy.
boundary. He could take you in
Or
the
slot.
slot.
Yeah.
He got that shake and bait.
And
Yeah.
the way he can stem it, he can stem
He's
his routes well.
aggressive,
He can
too.
stack DBs. He uses his body really well in and out of his
Mhm.
breaks. Like he's a dude. I don't know if you guys saw Dante Colonelli's recent mock. He had him. He had us taking was back when we were picking at 23. He had us taking him at 23 because he thinks he's going to sneak into the 20s.
Yeah.
Kadarius is special, man.
But guys,
I hope that the people sleeping on the Gators will let him slip. Just saying.
guys,
Hopefully, I pray.
Who do you think is going to be our day one running backs? And I'm not saying draft. Like who did like Ahmed, Gaskin, and who?
Well, I don't know. I'd have to see free agency.
Now, I mean, like, do you think you would want that change of pace to be Najee, that change of pace to be Sermon? You'd want him to be Borgie. I like Max Borgie. Do you want him to, who would you put in there?
Look at Sharif trying to snipe my guys, eh?
I've watched the tape, man.
You watched the tape because I showed you. What do you mean you watched the tape?
I'm legal
I
now.
watched the
I'm
tape.
legal now. I'm legal now.
They were all literally here when I showed you the Max Borgie stuff. You can't
Yes.
pull one
Yeah,
fast
no one
one,
knew
bro.
about him before.
This guy out here.
Credit for it.
I'm
Jesus
legal now.
Lord. Holy, bro. I'm going to start charging you fees, bro.
I took one.
Service
I
charge.
took one.
I'm gonna have to present the case. So,
There is no case to be presented. Everyone was laughing at you because they already knew what the hell the deal was. But Max Borgie, that's a day 3 guy. So
5-6.
I mean, it is what it is on that. You have to at least see free agency. We can't sit here and tell you. All you can sit here and tell you is the day 1 starter is probably not on the roster right now.
so if you like Jones, who do you like Rhino to go there with Ahmed and Gaskin?
Well, if I had my wish, I'd say
Jones.
Najee. If I had my wish, I'd say Najee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice choice. Nice choice.
That's the changeup, right?
But after
Jones
Najee,
is a good pick. Jones is a good changeup for Gaskin and Ahmed.
Jones is actually kind of like Najee's ceiling in the NFL if you actually think about it. They're very, very similar players.
yeah, it's hard.
Go
to
look
say.
at their body site. Go look at how well they both run routes, how good of a pass catcher they are. You can lean on them in the run game if you want to.
He's
Go
making
look at them. Aaron Jones and Najee are very, very similar players.
That's a good comparison.
and he's making money now because
Buddy, Aaron Jones runs freaking go routes for Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
I'm
Man,
telling you, people that's the only reason why I like Aaron Jones. Like I want Aaron Jones or Najee, and the reason why is I love Najee's skill set, but Aaron Jones is the same skill set, but already proven at the NFL level, and he's still in his mid-20s and they didn't run the hell out of him like Pittsburgh did Le'Veon Bell. So that's where I'm at because they've always had Jamal Williams taking snaps. They've always had guys taking snaps with Aaron Jones there. They've never fully leaned on him. So look, if you see the reason why I want Aaron Jones and the way I want Najee, look at the skill set I'm looking for. I'm looking for someone where, guess what? If I got to run the ball 20, 25 times, I'm not a fan of committees. I'm going to come out and be flat out and say it. You know why I'm not a fan of committees? I'm old school, man. I came back from when I was in high school, man, we ran a wishbone offense. If y'all don't know what a wishbone offense is, go look that up, okay?
Yep.
I ran a wishbone offense, all right? You need rhythm. There needs to be to establish and have a dominant running game. You need to have an alpha and you need to have rhythm. How many you see Chubb, Derrick Henry, Chubb's a unique case. It took Kareem Hunt coming over there, okay? But even still, we all know who the dominant back is there. It's Nick Chubb. You know what I mean? You go look at these dominant backs, they don't have committees or they don't have, B+ players or B- players nipping at their heels, man.
Exactly.
They're just there. Like, for example, the only Devontae Freeman in Atlanta. Devontae Freeman wasn't an A player, man. That's why they had him and Tevin Coleman, because one needed to fulfill the run need, one needed to fulfill the passing need. I need someone who can do both.
Right.
That's exactly where I'm at.
And then you get Devontae where he could do
better
both.
question
All of a
is-
sudden, he'd have games where he could do both, and he'd blow up for fantasy people.
So the better
So
question,
that's why I want Najee or Aaron Jones, because I know if I want to lean on this guy for 20, 25, 30 times, I can. But if I want to lean on him for 18 to 22 times, but throw to him 8 to 12 times, I can do that as well. I can't do that with anyone in my backfield. And that is the type of running back you can actually win championships with.
You
So
know
the
what bugs me?
question
You know what
is-
bugs me about this is this whole committee thing was proven to not work this year, and you have people saying, "Oh, we improved," and they're going by stats, and I'm like, "No, bro, are you watching the game? Because when we actually need to be imposing in the run game, we're not." And
Yeah,
that's what
so-
happens when you don't let a running back gain momentum, which is exactly what Reason's talking about. Because I think exactly like him, because that's the era that I grew up in.
Yeah.
And that's why I like these throwback running backs, because they prove to be more successful whenever you need them.
Well,
And you-
Esteban, who treated their rookie running back the best this year? The Colts. Like they literally said, screw Hines, screw everyone. JT, here's the rock. And y'all know I was the one banging for JT. Look at how many 125 plus yard games this guy put on in the last half of the season. Because what did he do, Esteban? He got into the rhythm. He started understanding these are where the holes develop. This is how quickly they develop. This is how quickly they close. These are the strengths of my line. Like he started to and that took reps, and then he could gain rhythm. Bro, if there's got a rhythm in the run game, that is probably another reason why Flores said, yo, Channy boy, see ya, bud. You
I
think
agree.
Flores doesn't believe in the running game?
that was going to be my next
I
question.
agree.
Bro, Now, I don't think we'll hire Anthony Lynn because he's not what we need in this offense. And I credit Pep Hamilton for Herbert. I don't credit Anthony Lynn, because if anyone knows him, he's never been a quarterback. He's a running back guy. He's a running first guy, okay? Like, look at what he's been able to do, right? Like, look at what they've been able to do over in the look at how consistent they've been churning out running backs. I mean, and look at the size of LaDainian Tomlinson to like Eckler today. They let Melvin Gordon walk because they're that consistent in churning out running backs. They drafted Joshua Kelly from UCLA, right? But like, you got to give the kids the rock and let them run with it. Like, we would come out in the second quarter. You think Anthony Lynn or any of these guys, Gaskin or Ahmed, is having a huge first two quarters, and third quarter we're coming out with Jordan Howard? We had no commitment to the run, man. Like, none whatsoever. How are we expecting to win?
So the better question is, does Flores have influence on the committee when a new offensive coordinator comes in, or will he say, "Hey,
Well, he's the head coach. He
I
has
think
influence on everything.
he's gonna put his foot down, because
Listen,
this year's run game was strict.
That's definitely look at right, Esteban. Like, him and Anthony Lynn are boys, right? They're tight. And they're cut from that running back cloth that they believe old school like me and you do. I think it was just committee because that's all they had. It was patchwork, like the receiving core. You got guys coming in and out with injury. I mean, what else could they do, bro?
So
I mean, this is what happens when you go by like stats. On paper, when we went into the season, it looked like it should have worked, and it didn't. You know what I mean? I think that's exactly what happened. But I think if, like how Reason's talking about, if you just make a commitment, pick a lane and stick to it, that you're going to be more successful. And that kind of is the same mentality that I have right now for this whole Deshaun Watson Tua thing. Like, you know what? It's so damn confusing. Like, I don't even want to think about it, man. I'm just going to pick a lane. I'm just going to stay there.
What are you talking
And so
about?
that's the way I feel. Like,
Yo,
just,
didn't you
just-
see what?
I just want to finish off that thought.
Hold on a sec, bro. Did you see this, Esteban?
No, I haven't seen this.
Buddy, this is why I was getting into on Twitter days ago with these people because I was telling them this is not happening.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Because listen, the problem with having all this capital is 31 other teams know you have all this capital. So they're going to sit there. Anyone thinking that they're going to be able to pull off Watson without giving up the third, I you're not living a pipe dream. You're smoking out of a pipe, and it's
Right.
causing hallucinations, bro.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna sit there and they're gonna say, "I want the 3rd, the 18th. I want your first next year." And here's the thing, Esteban: when you include those 2 seconds in the second next year, we only have 1 first and 1 second next year. And what other
Exactly.
people aren't thinking about, Esteban, is think about this one, brother. Okay, we are in the COVID era now. Okay. The cap we only have, because they're predicting it to go down from 197 to like 176. Okay, we're only projected with about 37 million of cap. Next year, Watson goes up to 40 million. The year after, he goes up to 43 million, becomes the second highest paid player in the NFL, barring the Allen extension that's apparently being talked about with the Bills right now. That's apparently quote unquote massive. So that'll probably put him up there. But okay. So here's the thing. So now you're going to give up literally 2 years worth of firsts and seconds. All right. You're going to put up 40 million when we only have a projected 37 million. I mean, you can play with the cap, but all right. Then Esteban, Laramie Tunsil's better than anything we have on the offensive line. So you're going to bring him in front of this offensive line. Then I'll say this. You can make the argument. If they're fully healthy, no injury in sight, Will Fuller is more dangerous than Devontae Parker. Okay, he proved that when D-Hop was there, and he proved that this year. So you're going to give him, and then number 2 over there is Brandon Cooks. Who's our number 2 compared to Brandon Cooks? Okay, so you're going to give him less weapons, all right? And I know David Johnson isn't what he was, but last I checked, you compare all the running backs between us and them, he's the only one that has a 1,000+ season on the ground. So you're going to give him less weapons. You're going to give him a worst or comparable offensive line because we got better talent spread around, but they got the best player out of the bunch. So comparable offensive line, and with no cap and 2 years of not being able to put blue chip prospects you got to hit in the 3rd round or beyond to give them weapons or protection. All right. And you got to fill out your little holes with the 2 down, run stuffing, gap filling, nose tackle, and find that linebacker. And somehow and on top of all that, in those 2 years with no picks, right? What happens? That's 2 more years eaten into the Byron Jones contract. So there'll only be 1 year by the time it's done. So he'll be pushing 30. X will be pushing 30. So you're closing that whole window off because this guy's not Superman. Yes, he's a top 5 quarterback, not a top 5 player. There's a difference. I don't even know if Mahomes could win a Super Bowl with the scenario I just laid out. Sure, we'll go to the playoffs, but what's good going to the playoff if I know we're going to get knocked out in the first round or they're going to give me false hope with the 1 win and we get knocked out in the second? Because we're not winning a championship with that, and that's the reality of the situation. But people just see the name. People just think, oh, it can happen. No. And here's another thing, Esteban. He can't even be traded till March 17th when free agency opens. Why are people even having this discussion right now?
Another thing I thought about was it'd be freaking embarrassing after all this rebuild that we did to do something like that. And then how you're talking about the window that we have with the guys that we have. If he were to go down, we would be a laughing stock. If he were to go down, we don't have a year to give away if something happens, like he just has some freak foot or leg injury, man. I don't know, and our offensive line isn't that good. So what I'm saying is, if he were to go down and we don't get any production out of that trade, I'm just saying, man, that would suck, man. We would be a laughing stock because all we're gonna be
is the Houston Texans with a better defense.
Yes, that's exactly. We're gonna be in their shoes. We're gonna be in their shoes,
dude. And listen, we haven't even given our quarterback, because who do you think the player to be? They add for a player. They added for the 3 and the 3 and then a player. What if they ask for Tua? So now we're saying, okay, you can go build your offense around that kid and fill in the gaps on defense like we did in free agency and see where it gets you, while we're stuck over here with what we got. It's just like, and here's the thing, Esteban, I got to say this on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. People who are advocating for Tua started telling on themselves when they saw the bright lights of Deshaun Watson staring them in the face. They look like deers in headlights, if you want my opinion. But here's the thing, bro. If you look at this move, we haven't even, people want to do this. We haven't given Tua a year to actually prepare for football. We only gave him a year to rehab. We only said, no,
Yep.
we're going to give you an offseason to rehab and then show us what you got. If it's not good enough, you're done. Buddy, we didn't give him a time. We didn't get new weapons in and start. Here's the thing. If they if they hit in free agency and they hit in the draft, like they did with the few picks in the draft and the plethora of money they spent on defense with offense this year, do people not realize what we might actually have? And Tua's going to be, he's going to get to work with all these weapons in the offseason. Whoever, I guarantee our coordinators in place before the Senior Bowl, let alone the draft. All right. Okay. So, and if it's Gotsy or whatever the case, I still say I think it's you go for Gotsy. If O'Brien doesn't take the Bama job, and Saban would be stupid to not offer it to him over Gase when he interviews both of them. Then I would bring him in pay him a ton of money, and he would be my special advisor, and he would be like a special assistant coach on the field with Godsey. Would be him, and Godsey would be running my offense. Because here's the thing, Bill O'Brien's going to leave in a year or two. So why, even if he's a coordinator and this team goes to an AFC championship in 2 years, Bill O'Brien will be gone.
Can I say something? After watching Allen today, if you have a competent defensive linebacking core, you can actually neutralize Allen when he runs. Would you be willing to take Collins at 18 and then get Bolton and then start your wide receiver picks? Because I've noticed that in the draft, there's a lot of wide receivers. You could actually trade up your third round pick and get 3 second round picks and make that would solidify that you get 2 rookie stud wide receivers. You could still get them in that. You know what I mean? What do you think about that, man?
Bro, we have no depth in the middle at all.
Yeah.
Like at all. People forget this too, right? We don't have depth at safety. We don't have depth in the middle at the middle linebacker core. We have depth on the edge and on the outside with linebackers. We don't have depth on the interior of the defensive line. Like we are actually very an edge, but we're very we don't have depth, man.
See, that's why I was saying I really liked the mock that I did, because I got Paris Ford and DeMar Hamlin. They both played at Pitt together, and so that basically gives you plenty of depth. I'm telling you, man, if you do these mocks, these guys are in the later rounds. You're gonna be able to get them.
Let's do a mock. You guys want to do a mock right now?
Yeah.
Sure.
But I'm not taking two.
Sharif,
I'll-
Sharif, I'm preemptively telling you to relax because you get super excited when we do these backstage. All right.
So
what about me?
I would rather take
Hold on.
two
What about
rather than 2 linebackers.
Go ahead and say what you're gonna say, Pyro.
No, I was just mocking Sharif.
Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't saying anything important.
No, if I could get Aaron Jones in free agency.
I want to say this to people. Guys, the serious mocks will be coming. These are just having fun, but I will be doing serious reason mock drafts where I do the first round by myself, or the first 2 rounds for every team by myself. So, and I will have them up, make it look fancy for y'all and everything like that. So I'm just letting you know that those will be coming. But for now, we're just having fun with it. So let's hit this.
We doing trades too, Reason?
I mean, hey, remember that mock draft I did with the crazy amount of trades?
Reason gonna throw his headset off if they take Panay at
Hold
2,
on,
bro.
let me see if I have that. Do I still have that crazy trade mock up?
Oh, this is what I'm using, man. I love these.
No, you want to see this? Check this out. I think I do. Yeah, it is. There it is.
This was amazing.
I have it up.
Bro, I did this for 3 or 4 hours yesterday.
It's a whole.
Is it the one you did with Damien?
Fun, yo.
What's again?
Is it the one you did with Damien?
No, y'all were here. Remember, I started it and you guys weren't paying attention.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Get his mic off.
Okay.
Oh no, we couldn't see the screen.
Yeah, we couldn't see the screen.
Yeah. I wasn't sharing the screen or whatever.
That was
You wasn't sharing the screen, and you was like,
picking that one.
Because I wonder, I said we were just talking, you were just showing the screen, and you were wondering why we wasn't reacting to it. I
Yeah,
said
you
we
had
we
already
were still
traded
looking at the results from the other
You
one.
already traded picks and everything.
Okay, I'm closing that because that's the one that keeps popping up because they're titled the same. All right, here we go. I got it. Oh, this better be it. Oh yeah, this is it. All right, check it. So I took Devontae Smith at 8 because the Panthers traded me. Oh, Penei Sewell went at 2. So Sewell was gone.
Yeah.
So the Panthers offered me 8, 39, and 103. So I took it. They took Justin Fields. So I took Devontae Smith. I took Kyle Pitts at 18. I took Basham at 36, Dickerson at 50, and then Gainwell. I traded pick 39 that I'd gotten back for 52 and 83. They took Tony. So then I took Quincy Roche because I think even Javonte Williams is gone at this point. And then I took Rasheed Walker because again I got that in the trade. So I got Gainwell and Rasheed Walker for the 39th pick basically. And then let me see if I can pull this rest up. And then I got Jabril Cox in that trade. So I got my middle linebacker from LSU, and then I got Paris Ford at 113. And then I basically got the best suited, biggest, the best scheme fit in terms of nose tackle left. And then I got Max Borgi, my
Who might be
running
the
back.
best player in that?
Oh damn! What's his name? That means what's his name was gone from Florida, then, huh? What that big what is his name?
Lorenzo Neal was gone.
He's from Purdue. He's not from Florida.
No, but I'm talking about at that late with Finney, the defensive tackle. There was Lorenzo Neal there before.
That was a different mock.
No, this was the same one.
No, I'm saying, didn't we take Neal?
No. I never took Neal.
Oh,
Lorenzo Neal was gone. I didn't look at Lorenzo Neal's gone by one. He's gonna be
No,
gone
I'm
by
saying
one.
it was a different mock where we took
the one
Neal.
where we took Lorenzo.
Oh yeah. No, not this. But I actually think Quincy. I've been on. I think Quincy Roche is better than
He
Russo.
sets the edge. He sets the edge.
Yeah, I think he's better than Russo. Right now, at least. All right, let's rock this.
Trust me, I'm a UM fan. I think he's better than Russo.
Calm down, Sharif.
Nah, that's why I asked Reason. What do you think about Brandon Cox? Because
we talked about this backstage, bro. You gonna talk about him again, bro? He went on about how he's Brian Cox's son, and
look at his daddy. Look at his daddy. Just look at his daddy.
There go Sharif. I told you to calm down.
Sharif, I already told you to relax. We haven't even started yet. Remember?
You promised, bro. You promised.
Man.
Guys, if any of you live
No
in
problem.
the Bahamas and you have a hookup on Ritalin, I will be posting Sharif's. I'll be posting Sharif's address.
All I know is if you see some guys in black suits hanging around there, you know who they after.
And stay away from Tom Hanks.
Don't bring up Sharif's name with Tom Hanks.
He's in Greece. He's in Greece right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he's running. He's running the Go Forest Gump run. Right.
Zach Wilson.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Look at the same trade I just had offered to me that I took.
Pick 8.
Hell no.
I mean,
Yeah.
Are we gonna try and trade up?
Yes, we are, sir.
10 right there.
Yep.
I want that Waddle.
All right.
They do.
NFC.
Dallas is gonna cause you to get fired.
Ring, Jerry. Ring. Okay, so just because I don't want to pick these, there you go. And then I'm gonna offer you a second.
Try switching seconds.
That's not gonna work. They're already picking higher than us, so they're gonna value it higher than us.
They want expensive stuff.
I think give him a
They
second.
don't want to
Give
lose
him
at all.
add in the fourth too.
They're gonna want the 50th or the 81st.
Add
So
in
the
fourth.
81st, give me the 105th. Living on a prayer. See, told you.
Wow.
Yeah, they want the 50.
Screw you, Jerry. Let's
I
rock it.
told you.
All right. Okay, hold on a sec. Now we're out of the top 10. So, New York. Ring, ring, Mr. Gettleman. And then I will offer you the 81 for the
There you go.
106.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't sip it, try the
I'll give you
49ers.
that. And
Yeah,
then
49ers.
no, they're gonna take Waddle. I need to make this happen.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then I will give you second and a fifth. They don't take that. They're crazy.
Chargers.
Give me your seventh
shoot
next.
out of me.
You had to take something back. Reason.
There we go.
Oh wow,
I had to take the seventh, bro. What do you mean?
magic!
I needed something, bro.
There we go.
I gotta sell it. I gotta sell it.
Nice.
Nice.
And I didn't want to give up the 36 or the 50. You know what I mean?
That's
The
a
50.
bottle all day.
Yeah.
You can add that depth still at safety with that pick.
Do we move up for Najee? No, we don't want to. I'm not
Yeah,
getting fired.
you're gonna
I'm not
have
mortgaging
to.
my first next year. I'd have to mortgage my first.
If most likely he's gonna be gone.
Davin's gone.
Zavin went at 14. Wow.
See what I mean? See what I
That's
mean?
super high.
Yeah, 18.
Over picking right there.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna end up having to take Dylan Moses.
No, Nick Bolton will still be there.
Nick Bolton can fall to that. Nick Bolton can fall there.
There's no way.
Yeah,
Najee!
See, that happens all the time. I told you, Pyro.
I know that. I know.
And Pittsburgh traded up.
Still gonna need him though.
Oh,
Look what they had to give up.
Baltimore took 18.
Like
Yep.
what? Like how many running backs?
I
do
know they
need?
take a running back every year, bro.
That's not happening this year.
That all the time though.
I can see it because it still doesn't need a running back though.
No, we're talking about
Baltimore.
taking another running back.
Oh no, I'm talking about Steelers, but yeah, the Baltimore taking Travis is not gonna happen.
Damn.
Well, now we go linebacker.
You got to start looking at Pete Werner.
No, we don't. We got options. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's a lot of options.
We got mad options left. My boy's sitting right there. What are you saying?
He said, he's there at 30. I thought he was nearly gone.
Quiet down.
I know,
Calm down,
man.
Street. Calm down.
What? Look at this.
Oh wow.
Well,
I swear to God,
Oh.
Almighty on life.
Wow, they took Dylan.
Dylan, thank you.
Oh baby, let's go.
Hmm.
That's a good deal. But I fall all the way back. Ooh,
37.
Oh wow.
and I get a seventh.
Who are
What
they
is
gonna?
Counter for a six.
What is this?
Who are they gonna pick?
What
Dylan.
is this?
They gonna take Dylan.
They took
They took
Nick.
Dylan.
I would do it. I would do it.
You probably want a receiver.
You got to gamble right here, baby.
I would have said 6.
Well, now I know they want it.
Yeah.
The Saints don't pick till set.
No, it's too late.
Nah.
Hell
Are
no.
you kidding me?
Nah, I just agree.
Yeah, they traded all of their picks.
I tried to get a fourth. They won't give me a fourth to move up.
Try a 6.
Nah, man.
And then they're gonna take Nick
that's
Bolton, and I'm gonna
what-
hate every single one of you.
We agree. Man. They said, "Hey, Esteban, you're cheap coming up new, man."
Come on.
Take it. Oh, making sure.
You're like, hell no.
Yeah.
They decline that. They're crazy.
Watch, they're gonna decline this.
No, they're gonna climb that.
Yeah,
This has to be the fourth
has to be.
to stand a chance. They're gonna decline it. Yeah.
I feel it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now I'm just stretching them for whatever I can get here. All right. Let's see. I'm just getting greedy, eh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here. Saw me this. I'll give you that. And then give me a fifth next year. Let's talk.
And a 7th. Yeah.
Come on. Come on. I rejected you because you're an asshole.
Yeah.
And
Bolton.
then I took Nick Bolton in your face.
Yeah,
Oh, they wanted Humphrey.
Perfect.
they wanted Creed.
Knock yourself out.
Do we double up wide receiver right here?
Wouldn't bother me.
We
I
need a
would.
running back. Get a running
Terrace is a Terrace and I'm.
Terrence, yeah.
Oh, and now you want to deal with me,
No.
huh?
No,
You
F
son
that.
of a.
Did y'all just say Paris Ford
Ooh.
went off the board?
not bad actually.
That's
Yeah.
actually pretty good.
Because you could trade back up into that now. With
I
that.
accept your
Yeah.
offer.
Yeah. You
Oh,
may-
Marshall's gone.
I got Amon St. Ra. No.
I think
Ooh.
That's actually not bad either.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
let's pick, man.
They're
Oh,
gonna
I want Javante. Did we get a running back yet?
no.
we
That's why I
didn't.
said we need a
Trace
running back
Sermon,
right
yeah.
here.
Trey
Do
Sermon.
we? Okay, so I my vote's for Javante. Let's hear. Oh, Patrick Jones is there too. Damn.
Yeah.
Is a sermon going?
At 50,
Sermon,
Joseph
yeah.
Sapp was
No,
there.
Sermon's not gone. Okay, one at a time. Sermon's not gone. Rhino, let's hear. Where are you at
Sermon.
right now?
Yeah.
I think we'll take a receiver now.
Wait, what's his value? What's his value for?
I'm with
Bro, he's at like
Powerhouse.
he's at like 106.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
That's not accurate, though, is it?
but we got more picks until then, is what I'm saying.
Well, go based on them. No, I would go.
Well, no, we actually have the 106.
I don't
We
think
actually have the exact value.
Javante.
Hold on, one at a time.
I'll get Williams.
Powerhouse.
We're
I want to
talking
see the wide receivers.
because there's still receivers on the board too.
If Tony's there, now I go with Tony.
Tony's
but-
gone. Tony's gone.
Okay, no, I get Williams.
Oh.
Sorry, Williams.
Well, yeah,
I do like Tylen Wallace.
Oklahoma.
I'll go Williams.
I like Sage Surratt and Amari Rogers better. There's your running backs. If you want to feel free, you can take a quarterback. Brevin Jordan's still around. If you want a tight end, Josh Myers is there for center.
Ooh.
Shelvin at 69.
The Patrick Jones,
Oh,
Javon
Tyler
Holland,
Shelvin
Richie
still there?
Grant. There's some good safeties left too.
Tyler Shelvin still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll
right.
still be there.
So Pyro, where are you at?
I'm with Williams. I want a running back.
Esteban, where are you at?
I'm going with Williams too.
Sharif, where are you at?
Javante Williams.
Okay, so Javante Williams, boom. Screw you and your trade offers. Okay,
Oh,
hold on a
no,
sec.
no.
Is there anyone?
Ooh, he went right after that, man.
Is there anyone you guys want to move up for?
Is Shelvin gone?
Yeah, he
just
went
went.
right after
Just
that.
went.
Damn, what
That's
the
why I wanted
hell?
him at that pick.
Took me right off, man.
I think Shelvin would have been perfect at that pick.
He would, but we need a running back. Like
But it was a lot of running backs left though.
I'm just saying, like the top.
We got the second best running back in the
The second
draft.
best running back. I agree.
So I mean, and there's still noses left.
And we have, yeah, you're right. We had still some nose.
Yeah.
He's the best nose that went. Still some nose.
Lorenzo Neal.
What
And,
receivers are left?
Two
Sorry, say again.
What receivers are left?
Say Surratt,
No one we're trading up for.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, Sage Surratt, Tutu Atwell, Nico Collins, speed receivers.
Josh Myers?
You could trade up for center right now.
Yeah. But do we trust
Trey Hill's still there. Trey,
Yep.
you could wait on
You can
Trey
wait.
Hill.
Or
You
Alec
wanna-
Lindstrom.
Yeah,
You don't want to give up capital.
So what do you guys want to do? Wait it out?
Yeah, we're waiting.
Yeah,
we don't
Hey,
pick. We
what
don't pick.
safeties are there?
What?
We don't have a safety yet.
We
What's
do
our-
have. Well, hold on a
Jamal
second.
Holland.
Yes, we do have safeties. We just don't have safety depth. But we
No,
have
I mean,
two
we
starting
didn't pick a
safeties right
safety
now.
yet, right?
What
Yeah,
number
but bro,
are we
we've
picking
only
up?
made. What do you mean we haven't made? We've only made 4 picks. What do you
106.
think?
Right.
Like,
But
Holy.
106, 113.
give me strength, Lord.
Keep it
Um,
What
going.
is
Keep it
what
going.
is Trey Hill's projection?
Like 60 something.
I would-
169.
I would wait and try to take him and just kind of reach on him because it's not really a reach at the back end of the draft if he works out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
All right, so let it ride.
Javon
Yeah, let
Holland.
it ride.
You can move up for Javon Holland right now if you want. But,
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
but the thing is, you're moving up for depth. You're not moving up for like a starting need.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there he is.
Plus, we've already like moved, like made so many trades. Oh, there goes my boy.
Ooh, that's a long wait.
It ain't that long.
No.
The sacrifice for
Yeah, because in real time they'll be blazing through these picks right now.
In real time, you know how long this would take?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about how in the draft, like when it goes to the fifth to the seventh round, they just blaze through them. They don't even how they instead of going through the podium. What I was trying to say.
That's a big safety right there.
Yeah.
and he's a single eye guy.
Defensive tackle, but more of an end as opposed to a nose.
We still don't have linebacker, do we?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Bolton.
Bolton.
Is Hill gone?
We have one more pick at 113 before we get to like 185. Hill is still there.
Yeah.
We should trade down if there's anything.
There's no
What are
offer.
What are the safeties?
Richie Grant
Yeah.
is still there. That's a good. He's a single high guy. Your boy Caden Sturrid's still there. Darius Washington, he's a single high guy. Reminds me of like Tyrann Mathieu. He's a beast.
Paris Ford's gone.
No, Paris Ford's down. He's right here.
Been gone.
Oh,
There he is.
I thought they got him because sometimes they
So
go.
you can wait on that
Yeah,
till
we
like
can.
Yeah.
113.
We could trade
Yeah,
down
we can wait on for it.
more picks.
What's more of a need?
I say get the center.
Yeah.
No receivers there we like?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. What's the receiver? Oh,
Tutu.
Tutu.
Oh, well, no,
I'll
yeah.
take Tutu.
So
My
we
boy
got
right
Jalen
here.
Waddle and Tutu.
Miami Brown,
Oh,
Daz
damn.
Newsome. They're still good
Amon-Ra
receivers.
gone.
Schwartz is there.
Amon-Ra
they're still
gone.
good. Tamari Terry. They're still
Tyler
running.
Vaughn.
Yeah,
Frank
Amon-Ra.
Darby, who you guys saw in some of those highlights with
Yeah.
Amon-Ra gone.
Yeah,
oh,
I like
yeah,
Vaughn.
yeah, been gone. He went in the second round.
Okay.
Nico Collins. Yeah.
Oh, there's that boy I was telling you about. Rhino.
Yeah, that's good value.
They're saying
Well,
draft.
there's some good players here, man.
You
Yep.
see that reason?
Buddy, go look this kid up. 6'7". This guy's like a brick shithouse, bro.
Yeah, you showed me.
Offensive tackle. He's a beast.
They're saying
like
draft a punter.
Yeah, really, eh? They're not even lying.
Yeah.
Honestly, they're not lying. I would have a punter.
Yeah,
I would honestly draft a
yeah, but
punter.
we can make that at 185.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hack
All
is
right.
starting to
So
play
where are we
like a hack.
going? Where are we going?
I may go receiver. I may go Tutu.
Center or receiver, either one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with center or receiver, but I may go Tutu. Just I'm going just guesstimate and see that they're gonna have Dieter play center. So I'm just guesstimating with that.
Right.
I'm gonna
I'll
go
go
center.
Tutu.
I'm gonna go center. I'm gonna go
Center,
Hill.
yeah.
Rhino, where you at?
I'm going Tutu. That's my vote.
Where you at, Sharif?
I'm gonna have to go Tutu.
You know,
Shatari.
that's my boy.
So Tutu actually wins out if we go by vote. Doesn't even matter if I vote.
That's fine.
All right.
I would like to have your opinion, reason. I like to have your opinion.
I don't care. I would have taken Richie. I would have taken Richie Grant, who went right
Oh, I
after.
forgot Grant was there.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys want to do that? Because that's pretty good.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
We can get Potter with 185. No,
Oh
185.
yeah.
take it.
There goes Caden.
Oh, is Richie Grant still there?
No, he went right after we
he went
picked.
right after.
Oh wow.
That's who I would. That's the pick I would have made.
I forgot.
Paris Ford's still there.
Jamie Newman. What? Sorry.
Jamie Newman.
We took an offensive lineman. Yeah. Monty Wright. We took a linebacker.
Would you guys get four here?
That's a
Yeah.
good value pick.
Yeah.
Debo. He's a
I
beast
would.
from
I would.
Stanford. Ford?
What is Hill still there? Or is he gone?
We could get Ford at 160.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd get Hill right here just to make sure you get him.
Yeah, Hill.
Because look at Ford's 183. We pick up 160.
Oh, geez, they got him way.
Go center right here.
Trey
Yeah.
Hill, yeah, we'd have to take Trey Hill here if we want
Yeah,
him.
get Trey.
Because Lindstrom's gone too from Boston College. He's a beast.
Good pick.
Mhm.
Screw their value.
Just
Man,
the
that's a nice-
This is the
Well, we had to go off of value. We had to go need there.
and
because-
He's pretty
much
balanced.
about
He's
that.
all right. I like him.
and
We
Dieter
only
needs
have one pick left.
Hunter.
Paris Ford.
Hunter at 160.
Yeah, Paris Ford.
We can get a good undrafted punter.
Man, we could get a freaking soccer player out of
What are you-
nowhere, and then you want a punter undrafted.
And I want Max
400,
Duffy just because of his name.
I'll go scout
That's
out
all
a
right.
punter
He'll go
down
undrafted.
here. San Antonio has so many soccer players, man. I'll get us an undrafted punter if you want one that bad. Shit.
Yo, Darius Washington's such a beast. I love those safeties out of TSCU. Morgan, Darius Washington. He's
Shout out
Yeah.
to TCS.
It-
man. Hey,
There's a
that's
track
nice.
record there, man.
they
I'm telling
create
you.
like the secondary guys. that come out.
It's Gary Patterson, man. He's been doing it for years, bro.
Yo, I had Paris Ford in my top 25 players for Dolphins to watch, and I just took him at like 160.
That'd be crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy, man.
deal.
That is honestly crazy.
Bro, him and Nick Bolton are the best hitters on the defensive side. of the
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. We got Nick Bolton and Paris.
Buddy,
Paris
dude,
Ford, bro.
come across the middle against my defense right now with Nick Bolton. Buddy,
Damn.
listen.
If we would have been able to get Shelvin, that would have been dope.
I know, right?
Listen, reason.
we didn't even get
scrambling-
it. Yeah.
Any scrambling quarterback who wants to run outside the pocket, they're
Oh
gonna get lit
man.
up. They're getting lit up.
Zach Thomas.
Absolutely wrecked, destroyed.
Man, you know what? I think next time I do this draft, I'm gonna move up to get Shelvin, bro. Because he's always falling. You know, it's kind of hard to get him.
Got him at that pick, and he went right out.
We always talk about completing this defense, and we allow Shelvin to just go. Now
Yeah,
we're
because we have other needs.
Yeah, we had other.
Yo, you got a defense that's 2 pieces away, and you got an offense that's
That's a
more
million
than a
pieces away.
handful of the
Mhm.
pieces away. You gotta go by
Exactly.
you gotta go by need priority, man.
Benito Jones been sitting, so he might actually, you know.
down. Yeah, but Benito Jones is a better pass rusher than he is run stuffer,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
I agree.
Hey, 2 down, run stuffing, nose tackle is not the difference between a Super Bowl and playoff exit, man. We need the
Yeah.
linebacker more than we need a
Yeah.
nose tackle.
Getting that is that's the, like honestly being greedy on the defensive
Mhm.
side, with the offense having so much holes with it.
Wow.
I'm trying to move
Right.
up to Lorenzo
now
Neal.
that you made your position. Now
They
you
value the 7th round that bad, huh?
I'm not gonna give like a 4th.
No, I know. I'm just saying for
Trey
them to
Washington.
sign that, it's crazy.
Myron
No, this 7th round,
Lord.
we value the 7th round. So sorry, we're not gonna give you anything.
Wow. Really?
You're not getting back in here. Petty, that's petty, man. People ain't giving you no help. Pete
And,
Ryan.
and most of them players they pick probably won't even make their roster.
Reason going to teams who hate the Dolphins.
Jeez.
You going exactly to teams to trade who hate the Dolphins.
Kansas City, maybe.
Kansas City gonna screw us.
Go see if Bill O'Brien's still coaching the Texans.
The hell?
Just let that shit play out.
Like no one I want a nose tackle right now.
Yeah.
No one's are you serious right now?
Yeah, they're being cunts, man.
Wow,
Like
man.
what the hell?
Crazy.
Dude, the Giants are probably gonna have that 7th is gonna be better than this pick. Like, what is this? Oh, and there you go.
They made two Lorenzo.
Wow.
Oh, wow, what a bunch of pricks.
That's a shot. At
Wow.
I told you Kansas City's gonna screw us.
No, it was Green Bay.
Oh, it was Green Bay they did it.
They took Neil.
Oh,
Freaking screw you, Green Bay. I hope you lose.
This was actually a good drive.
A really good draft.
After Sewell and Waddle, I'm good.
You know,
I like the
you
way
know,
it ends with Paris Ford. That's
Yeah.
that's awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm glad we got Paris Ford.
And I
And
got
sure.
the
Bolton.
pick back,
And
and I got
Bolton.
the pick
Oh,
back.
man.
I got a third back and a seventh for next year. I gave up my second and fifth next year.
And we still got the first next year, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I got a third. Yeah, I gave up my second, but I have 2 3s next year.
You may can find a good. You probably can find a good nose tackle next year.
Wow, dude, we're acting like free agency didn't happen.
I know.
Here you go, twist. I got a nose tackle in free agency, guys.
Yep.
Nice.
So there you go.
Good
Wilford,
draft.
Wilford
That's a
came out of
solid
retirement.
That's a solid draft, man.
That is a
watch
solid
them just
draft. Man.
score, dude. They're down by going to be down by 1, or they're going to tie it up.
I know I'm watching it right now.
What the hell?
Wow.
What's with this Washington quarterback, bro?
And he's playing free, no pressure.
Yeah,
And he just ran it in. Wow.
Yeah.
What?
It's
what
crazy.
was that?
Oh my god. I will laugh if they beat Tom Brady.
Oh,
Bro,
we're so happy.
Bro, you know how crazy these Buccaneers fans are gonna be after talking so much shit.
That's a touchdown for sure. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Crying face, Michael Jordan face. I didn't seen it from Tampa Bay fans. So guess what?
That was a nice run.
Don't lose tonight, Tampa.
Look at Chase pointing at his name. The guy's
And
like,
that's not
Tampa
even
Bay.
a quarterback.
And then
We're
Dominic
gonna call
Sue
you
running
Tampa
for his
Bay
life.
Buccaneers.
yeah.
That's a
Shouts
touchdown.
to Sue.
Chase, we can't do another one?
You want to do another one?
Yeah, quicker one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing 3 rounds. I'm not putting up with Sharif again.
Yeah, just a boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, don't have no, you won't need no Sharif going all in his playbook, his draft playbook, and like, oh, what about this guy? What about this guy?
Sharif going deep.
War room. It's called the War Room.
Man, that was a nice.
Your war room is more like a freaking bunker, man.
No, his war room is ESPN's mock draft.
Mel Kiper.
Hey,
What
Todd.
now?
What's going on, Todd?
What's
Now
going
I'm just
on?
gonna take my call.
What's up, Todd?
Another
Yeah, I'm
night
doing
in
it.
paradise.
Say again.
Another night in paradise at work.
Mm.
Yeah,
Big
man,
money,
it's
big
tough.
money, big money.
Making that bread, man.
Aggravate.
All right.
Aggravate. Flow.
You're breaking up big time, Todd.
Yeah, you turn into a robot, man.
All right, let me drive somewhere.
Oh, they're going for 2.
All right. So
What was that?
one more. One more.
Let's do it.
Oh wow,
Wow.
that's a good one.
Oh, my God.
Broncos Broncos like, oh, you want to do it real quick? Oh, fuck you. Oh wow, Broncos.
You know they want Panay.
Big 5.
We
don't
want
want-
Panay.
I don't want to hear none of that trash. And guys, I'm not trading up. We're just gonna let this fall.
Yeah.
This is a non-trade. Let it fall. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Waddle. Wow.
Pitch will be there. That'd be-
Wow. Wow.
Trey Lance.
Wow.
Oh wow, I did not see that coming.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
They need their future now.
Falling?
Garrett Stidham.
Let's go. Wow.
And how the hell Devontae Smith fell to us?
Oh, it's magic.
Yeah. That
Wow.
makes no sense.
That doesn't make any
They
sense.
went pyro.
Hi, Steelers. I see the Jets there. Maybe I trade up for Najee. Or do I let it fall as it may?
Just let it fall, man. Najee's not gonna. You know what? I face reality. We're not getting Najee.
He's high price material, man.
I knew it.
I knew that was coming.
Wow, Jets.
Nah,
Jets like, oh, you
Mike.
could you finally giving up the Najee hope,
nah.
and Jets just said they're
Wow,
like a
that's actually
dagger
good
right there,
offer.
man.
That's actually a good offer.
I would take
That
it.
is a good. That was a good one.
Man, they took Kadarius right there.
No,
No.
no, I need that linebacker, baby.
No,
Yep.
Yep, Nick Bolt.
get that Bolton.
Get
That
the
Bolton.
Zach Thomas.
This is actually a better draft than the last one.
How did we get Smith, bro?
I know, right?
I wish
Bro,
I
we-
picked 7 rounds on this one. The way it's all.
Yeah,
Bro, we got Panay and Smith just like that.
and Nick Bolton.
Do you
And
want
Nick
Dylan
Cole.
Moses as well right now?
Ooh,
Basham's
Carlos
still there.
yeah.
What's more important, linebacker or running back?
I'd take
Linebacker.
We need a running back.
Hold on a sec.
We already got a linebacker. Ooh,
Or do we take Terrace Marshall or Amon St. Brown?
Marshall.
You know,
Leatherwood
Man.
fell. Wow.
There's no
Dickerson's
way
still
he's
there.
my father. I don't believe that.
Mac Jones.
I'll take Basham or Marshall.
I need a running back.
We already have one.
We do?
No,
Oh, no, we don't. Oh,
yeah, we got one in free agency, Rhino. I mean, Pyro.
Yes,
Aaron
sir.
Jones.
Aaron Jones. Yep.
The free sheet is irrelevant.
And assuming we get Lindsley as well.
Okay, so let's go this. Rhino, where are you taking right now? If you want to see something, just let me know. I'll show you.
I think I saw
Hey, Reason, is this better?
Yeah. Rhino, let me know.
Amon Ra's there, right?
Yeah.
I would double up.
Yeah. Same.
Okay, so Powerhouse. where
Rhino,
you at?
you son of
I
a
want
bitch.
double up too, but I want Marshall.
Okay, so we got wide receiver. All right, Pyro. Oh, sorry, Sharif.
Oh my God.
Amon-Ra.
Pyro.
Williams, if he's there.
He is there. Esteban.
Can I see the wide receivers? I'm going Marshall.
Ooh, 2-2
Esteban, what
for
the
Marshall. Nothing.
I
Todd, what would you take?
What do you have so far? Bolton.
I have Penei Sewell, Devontae Smith, and Nick Bolton.
I'm happy with that draft right there. No, I would go wide receiver, double up.
Which one? Amon Ra or Marshall?
Ra.
Yeah, so it looks like by vote we're doubling up.
God,
I'm
I got absolutely outvoted.
Well, my vote doesn't even matter, Pyro. Like literally, my vote doesn't even matter.
Who'd you pick?
That sucks.
I would actually take Amon Ross St. Brown, and I actually
Yeah.
like the reason why I'm taking him here is because I already have Devontae Smith.
I love Amon Ra.
You're taking two boundary guys.
Yeah.
Amon Ra is the guy I can put in the slot.
Right.
Williams was right there. Oh my God.
What?
Yeah, do that.
So I would take Marshall if I hadn't taken a wide receiver yet. I would actually take Marshall here, but because I've already taken a boundary guy, St. Brown makes more sense. And look at Terrace Marshall went right after.
Or
Hey,
if
can you
would
trade
have-
up? Can you trade up here and take Shelvin?
Hold on a second. Let me see what picks I have. I have at 81.
I thought
Yeah,
we're
I
not
could
doing
trade
any
up.
trade ups.
I could trade up and get Shelvin.
I thought we're not doing trade ups.
But
I'm
why you
just
still? This guy wants a running back so hard.
No, I'm just saying because you said we're just gonna let it fall like how it was. That's what I'm saying.
It's all right, Pyro. We still
Hey,
got.
Esteban, you betrayed my trust. Don't talk to me.
I mean, we traded up to Smith, so.
Hey,
Hold on.
Pyro.
Oh wait, no,
Hey, we still got layered. We still got layered, bro.
Oh, get the hell out of here with that. Get the hell out of here with that.
Hey, Pyro, do we have to kick you out the war room?
You might as well kick me out. You're not listening to me. I feel like Chan Galen here. You're not listening to me.
Well, don't worry. We'll go get you a diet soda. How's that?
Nah, give me a coffee. Give me a coffee beside the fireplace, a lazy boy. That'll be good.
Hey,
I want two spoons of sugar, no cream.
Fuck you.
wow.
Oh,
And they got
Hey
Williams.
man, and let me tell you something. Najee Harris is gonna run through us like tissue because Tyler Shepard is gone.
Oh, Sheldon's dropped.
No, he's not. He's not gone.
No, he's still there.
Right there.
Oh, we got him. There we go.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Number one defense.
Let me tell you, that's my dream.
man! Now we just need the cherry on top. We need that safety, baby.
I like this draft.
I love this
That's
draft.
the cherry on top, right?
I hate this draft.
That's what I'm telling you, man. I realized yesterday, Pyro, we're gonna have to take a running back in free agency, bro.
Just
Hey,
hopefully,
now, do you-
hopefully you guys ain't picking the draft.
Hey, Pyro, just remember what I said on Larry's show the other day.
Who's there at safety?
You'd
What'd you
be
say?
the only GM. You'd be the only GM never getting to the Super Bowl because you'd want that big running back in the first round.
I'll be the GM to get us to the Super Bowl. What you mean?
No,
Who did we take last pick?
Andre Sitko.
That's a
Man.
nice drop.
Heck of a draft.
Like you solve everything on defense.
It was good. It was good until we're not getting a running back.
Well, I would have got Max Borgi at 185, 186.
And
We got Patrick Laird. It'll be all right.
and you still could have got Chuba Hubbard.
Who the hell is Patrick Laird?
Chuba had a bad year this year, right?
Yeah.
I like that draft.
Max
I
Borgi.
still like his potential.
If you think of it, man, Max Borgi, Ahmed and Gaskin. That's a good.
I'm sorry. What did you just? What did you just name?
That's a 3-piece meal.
What? That's a weak 3-piece meal. That won't
No,
start. That won't
You
start.
obviously haven't seen that guy Max
Yeah,
yet.
yeah,
Oh, my
Max
God.
Borgi is a beast.
He has
bro.
No, I'm not talking about Max Borgi. I'm talking about what we have now. That 3-piece meal won't fill a kindergarten.
Yo, Rhino, let's get your final thoughts, buddy.
Like I've been saying, we're gonna look like geniuses as fans that stuck with Tua, man, in a couple of years. It's I love our future, all our pieces, all the ammunition we have. We can literally do anything we want, and fins up, baby.
Powerhouse, what are your final thoughts, buddy?
Yeah, I'm excited for our future. I'm a little not concerned, but I can't wait for us to find our offensive coordinator. I like the thought of Anthony Lynn too. That's another option that I like. Yeah, and going from there, hopefully we can pull off a draft that we just did. If we can do that, then hey, Super Bowl in our future.
Buddy, if I can get Max Borgi in the 6th or the 7th, let's go.
Yeah.
Esteban, let's hear your final thoughts, buddy.
I'm all in on Aaron Jones, man. That's the key for me. If I can at least get that guy, I can do whatever I want in the draft. I can't wait.
Yeah. Najee, Pyro, let's hear your final thoughts.
Unlike Esteban and Powerhouse, if that draft falls in a way like that, I'm concerned with our future. I need Najee Harris, and none of these running backs will do it for me. We're gonna be one and done in the playoffs. To tell you now. But fins up, whatever.
Yeah, I know, eh? Oh, we're
You
not
know
going to
what,
win
Pyro?
because we
What-
didn't draft a running back, but fins up anyways, guys.
Watch him
right.
fall to us. Watch him
I'll
fall.
stay with my team through the darkness,
Oh, thanks, bro.
through the dark times.
This guy. All right. Okay, bro.
Like the sifters took over from me.
You're going to be one of those.
just
You're going to be
outvoted
one of
my
those.
ass.
You're gonna be one of those guys who gets a tattoo of a player before we get him, and then we don't draft him, and you got to live with that tattoo for the rest of your life.
Well, reason truth be told, I already have it.
Najee, I did not want to know about your tattoo of Najee Harris's face on your penis. Okay.
Actually, it's his number, but
Okay. Yeah. There just wasn't enough room to fit the whole number in.
No.
All right.
I have his number, and his number was gonna wear in the fans uniform.
Oh, okay.
I'm beyond. I got to go beyond with that. See beyond in the future.
Actually, he's got a picture. He got a picture of Najee's face on his neck, and he parts his beard so it looks like dreads when he opens it up.
Actually, I got the back of his helmet on the base of my and then the pews is It's dread.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
all right.
Just give you a little
Yeah.
detail.
Hey, we thought Rex Ryan was bad with Sanchez, and now you're taking it to new levels, bro.
And I got Adam Gase's eyes on my nuts.
Oh my god. Okay, I don't want to know whose tongue you've got on your nuts right now either, so we'll keep it moving. Sharif, what are your final thoughts? And please, for God's sakes, don't talk about your unit or Tom Hanks or both in the same sentence.
First of all, right, this is a key thing we have to look at this off season, guys. The fact that we assign what we want in terms of community running back or the 3-piece cheap meal. Because I think, to me, what does Flores want? Does he want our old school back with who takes the 22 carries and gets hot in the game? Or does he want the running back by committee, which was O'Shea and Gailey?
You should write him a letter and find out, Sharif.
Because my thing is, right, when he brings in this new OC, does he want the new OC to bring in 25 carry guy? Or Flores, I'm gonna accept your style, which is you see what I'm saying? So I don't know. But fins up.
Todd, what are your final thoughts?
This is an off season I'm looking forward to. After last year, I was worried. This year's a totally different feeling. So I'm looking forward to next year and see what we do with what we have left.
Agreed. All right, guys. So this is the deal. Monday night, I will be back for the national championship. We'll be live the whole time. I'll have some of the mods up here. Damien will be up here, etc. And then on Wednesday, I'll be back. Hopefully, just waiting on Dougley to confirm with the wifey. But Dougley, Do Wrong, me, Ball Game, Kevin Dern, Dante Colonelli, and Paul from On the Fin Side will do a post. We'll do a basically season review roundtable for you guys. And then I'm thinking on Saturday, I'm going to drop, and I'll probably go live in between there sometime, but I'll be dropping the top 5 free agent targets, my top 5 free agent targets, plus 5 honorable mentions. So basically a top 10 list as we start getting into the offseason, guys. So y'all already know what time it is. I'll see you guys on Monday. We got Gase on Gase to my left right now, but it's fins up all day, every day, baby. We'll see you guys on Monday for the national championship.